Let's fix it as we go.
You might want to mute yourself in Roll20 so that you're not doing the echo.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yep. I can hear you.
Please make sure I'm just guessing with this. 'Cause I thought we were in a minute.
You're a robot.
A robot that was speaking in tongues.
Yep.
Oh, super cool. Alright, I'll try this right now. I don't have any idea what the hell's going on.
Oh, I think maybe. No, I got nothing. That's how I did. Not a good
I
trouble.
tested it earlier today. Everything was working. So obviously now I'm sure nothing's working.
Maybe leave Discord and then join the channel again. It could be that easy. Sometimes it starts to mess with me too.
Alright. But if you want to get started, now then I could speak in body voice.
It's not that it's a disembodied voice.
Is that we can't
just
understand what
a
you're saying?
robotic one.
Oh, I'm still a robot?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are very much a robot.
The cake was a lie. Dad, I just need you to say for me the cake was a lie. Do it for Twitch, Deb.
And we're just missing Ted. We should just be missing Teddy, and then Lamp's video. Right? Does that sound accurate?
Yeah, it does.
Does somebody want to do recap? Who's got a good sense of what happened last time?
I'll give it my best shot.
All right.
So last week, I believe we managed to head to Turset, promising a ship captain that we'd bring a letter to his daughter, and this was after we had successfully negotiated some extra food and supplies for Gull's Roost, which was destroyed by that fuck-all tsunami. We made it to get there without any problems, and one person, not sure who in particular, let's not name names, started to hear voices in his head while he was walking around with Morin. Morin himself was plugging his cartography career, which was great. We managed to deliver the letter and do all the other side missions that we had started, and then the party split up in a really bad time, and nothing happened. And everything's going great, and we're on our way to, I think, investigate the point where the green star fell.
Yeah, kind of. All right. Yeah.
So
So.
wrong, and I think I left a lot out, but hey.
No, that's all right. I like letting you guys do the recap because if I explain something super awful, then it'll come out in recap. So yeah, you were making your way towards where the green star fell. You're still kind of you're very much in the dark. You have little hints here and there of what the green star actually is. But beyond that, you haven't really been able to uncover much. Lamp did have a semi-successful fact-finding mission by getting a crazy dude hammered drunk. So that was good. And yeah, so you guys had just basically arrived in Gull's Roost, and you're kind of poking around. Two of you stopped at temples, or you guys ended up staying at an inn for the night. And let me find the book. Forget the name of it, but I believe it was the middle of the road one. recovery room. That's right. So you guys managed to find a place to sleep for the night. Were you all? I don't think we covered this. Were you all staying in the same room? What was that situation like?
Yeah, people are all.
I'm getting everybody as a robot now.
Yeah, me too.
Want to try doing video and voice in Roll20 and see what happens? See if I'm gonna shut down Discord completely. Sorry, everybody who's just getting here. We've been fighting this for forever. And I had their desktop audio way low, so I didn't hear. Cap. Video and voice.
Who's got potato chips?
Yeah.
Come on
See,
now.
Morin already sounds a lot clearer.
Can you hear me?
Yep, we got you.
And Ray sounds better too. Okay, yeah, fuck it. We're just gonna do that.
Okay.
And we got Deb this time. Look at that.
Fuck it, let's do it live.
And we are down a rogue. Teddy is on vacation, so we're missing Teddy this week. But yeah. Otherwise, yeah, you guys just got to Turset. You kind of gave me a little heads up as to the things you wanted to do, but this is a city that has been basically completely untouched by whatever fallout from a gigantic meteor hitting the ground that caused a tidal wave in Gulls Roost. So that's a little strange, but you don't really know anything about it. And yeah. So yeah, you said everybody was staying in the same room.
Yeah, we agreed that we'd be meeting up at the same tavern. I don't remember if we spoke specifically about rooms, but Ray would have gotten one for himself.
I think Teddy purchased 2 rooms for the lot of us.
That's true.
You're right.
Yeah.
I think you're right too. That works.
So I'll just make a note of that for where she gets back. Rooms. Okay. Yeah. So you guys wake up.
Us dumping the check on Teddy.
Yeah. You're totally dumping the check on Teddy. I see exactly what's happening, but I'm all right with it. Do I think somebody's got an echo? That's okay. Lamp's frozen again though. So you guys wake up well rested in your 2 rooms that you shared in at the recovery room in the town of Turset. You wake up sort of with the sun a little bit. People are already moving about. It's a bright sunny day. And yeah, the town's moving. Things to do. What did you all have in mind? What sort of leads did you want to chase down?
Yeah, I think I was going to go look for the Artisan Guild in town. See if I get any information that way.
Okay. A lot of notes. Okay. Was anybody following that lead or just going by yourself?
I did want to check out the guild with him because I haven't. It's very interesting to someone who hasn't been there before or anywhere before. I'm just going with him.
Okay. Yeah. So you make your way. It's not that difficult to find. You have it's a medium-sized building, just wood and shingles. You don't need anything special sort of to gain access to it, and it's just a place where there's about 30 people, different, all kind of look rough. They've all got crafting careers. You can gather these people make their living in every literal sense of the word. You have leather workers, you have smiths, you have carpenters, you have all kinds of stuff, like just people that gather here and maybe trade tips and figure out how to maybe they use this location for a centralized location to barter for prices, but yeah.
I walk in, probably reaching up for this door handle, walk in, and dramatically push the door aside and goes, "More in Brightfellows."
What was the
here.
question?
Hi, I'm part of the Cartographers Guild here. Here's my membership. We need
Wait,
information.
damn it.
probably. I'm not saying this to anyone in particular. There could be no one in this room for all Morin knows.
Yeah, so they kind of look up. You barge
What
through
was
the
the
door.
question?
Oh, sorry.
Can you hear it?
Deb, say words right now. Say hello. My name is Lamp.
Okay. Am I saying words right now?
I think you're just.
Oh.
I think you're just behind. Yeah, there's not a particular question. I was asking them what they wanted to do. Ray and Morin decided to go to the Artisans Guild. So Morin, you bust through the doors. And you just little tiny fella just trying to grab everybody's attention all at the same time. Just people kind of sitting around, a few of them having a drink, talking. They all look up at you just for a second. They're like, "What the fuck?" All right, and they go back to what they were doing.
Is there a receptionist at all or anything like that?
If you kind of poke around a little bit, if you're just gonna sort of wander through, everybody sort of keeps to their own business here, but there is a fellow sort of at the front that you can probably gather is in charge.
Is he at a desk or some sort of podium or something like that?
He's just kind of pacing around up towards the front. There's no real desk there. He's just kind of keeping an eye on things.
I walk up towards him. What kind of race is he?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh, we gotta go right to that card, huh?
Mm-hmm.
looking.
The better question is how tall is he?
I do. Okay. He yeah. Let's say, because I don't have it readily available, he's a human man, brown hair, blue eyes, kind of grizzled, probably in his 50s somewhere. But
Of
yeah.
course. Sir. I am Morin Brightfellow, a part of the Cartographers Guild, and I know that being part of the Cartographers Guild get me some certain perks that I'm hoping to tap on ever so slightly here in this place.
Yeah. Cartographers, I mean, they're artisans just like the rest of us, so glad to have you. What can I do for you?
Yes. As you may know, there are two things in the sky, and one of them fell down recently.
Yeah, I did hear about it. Terrible.
We are hoping that maybe you can get us access to a library that may have some of this sort of stuff. Maybe you can help me get a lead in with some of the leaders here that may have a benefit or may have an eye on what actually happened. We knew, or the Cartographers Guild knows that it dropped down about north of here, and we're very concerned about it.
Yeah. Oh, we felt the ground shake for sure. But I mean, you see these folks around you, man. They built this place sturdy. I don't know that I can necessarily get towards a library. This isn't really. I don't know that there's one in town here. The closest we would have, there's a scribes college. I know they kind of keep a couple of records here and there, but I know they're pretty tight with the information that they have. I don't know. You might be able to. Yeah, I honestly don't know how you get them to give that information up. You might try. I mean, respected guild member, you can try the Mercantile Guild if you really wanted to. Those guys have a lot more sway than we do. We're just makers and kind of answer to them. But last I heard that somebody tried to get something out of the Scribes College, they couldn't get it without the mayor.
The mayor, you say?
Yeah. Nice fellow.
Well, what Morin Brightfellow wants, Morin Brightfellow gets.
When did Morin Brightfellow start speaking in the third person?
When Morin Brightfellow started this morning.
Yeah, I'm sure that is true. You get what's yours. I believe in you, little guy.
Of course. So if we go talk to the mayor, he may be able to help us get some information from the scribes.
It depends specifically what you're looking for. I mean, mayor, he's a busy fella, but yeah, if I were you, I'd either stop by the Scribes College specifically, see if it's even worth your trouble. But yeah, because I mean, I don't think the mayor's going to give you a letter that says, "Hey, they can have whatever they want." You're probably going to have to make a specific request.
Of course, we will look into that. Thank you for your help, sir.
Hey,
have
not
a
a problem.
wonderful day, and remember the name Morin Brightfellow when you need to go buy some maps.
Will do.
And
Will do.
And I'm Ray. It was nice meeting you.
Hey, pleasure to
Oh
meet you,
yeah,
Ray.
this is Ray.
Deep bow.
He bows back and gives you a little wave. If there's nothing else I can do for you, then kind of be bouncing out of here.
No, I think we're good.
Wait, Morn, can we try and get some kind of souvenir or something for Lamp? They haven't traveled. They've traveled about as much as myself, but I see some very nice works like portrayed over there.
Yeah, there.
We
I
should get
mean,
that
it's
canvas
an
right there.
artisan's hall. There's sort of little intricate things that they deemed were worthy to hang on their walls in here, just sort of decorate, different masonry bits and little wood carvings and all kinds of fineries.
I'm I'm going to get the lamest gift and try and find a wooden carved mug for Lamp,
Okay. Um,
or like Stein, but
okay, so here they don't really do lame, so you might be able to get lucky and find one in one of the shops, but like everything here is very like intricate and
it is. But I
gorgeous.
just mean like the fact that I chose a mug itself was it's a very uncle gift.
Yeah, if you want to get a shitty wooden mug, then you can totally do that. We'll say that sort of en route to your next area, then you're able to purchase one.
All right. Okay. I bet she just his like #1 monk carved into it.
All right.
I'll carve it.
Yeah, Morin with his just awful woodworking skills. All right, what's everybody else doing?
I was gonna head over to the Temple of Helm again to see if Derek there has one of his manuals for me.
Okay. Yeah, I was hoping you would do that. So I haven't sent the thing to you. So basically, the way I'm going to handle it, since you're kind of going off on this little expedition by yourself, um, I have some more information about Helm and what would be in their holy scripture, and the way I'm going to do that is I'll share it to you with a Google Doc, and just sort of you'll have access to it, and I'll let you know when I kind of update things, just so you can always be aware of the whatever is current as far as Helm goes. But yeah, you make your way over there, and Derek does provide you with a few pamphlets and small books that sort of have some of the information about Helm.
Cool.
Yeah. Somebody else?
You gonna be hanging out at the bar at the tavern?
Just
Sitting there,
getting day drunk? All
having some-
right.
just the occasional drink.
It's
And
fucking
then
9 o'clock in the morning,
Like
but all right.
every 5 minutes.
with taking my chisel out and just chiseling either my own smith mark or the symbol for the Forge Father onto the bar whenever the bartender's not looking, and then
And you're
using the mending cantrip to remove it whenever I'm done. Just doing that over and over again.
Okay. Yeah. So as soon as you start doing that, Trish walks over and sees you. She's like, you see her coming your way, just like fucking pissed. You are damaging her bar that she owns. You see her come over and you just cast mending real quick and fix it up, and like, oh, okay. And she goes away and you start hammering away again, and she starts fucking coming back. And it takes her a couple of back and forths before she realizes that you're not going to leave a permanent mark. But yeah, she lets you get away with it. There are. Let's see. So there's got three taverns, all kinds of shops. If you guys needed to go buy stuff, there's still. I told you guys, I believe last time. There is a thieves guild. I think Teddy wanted to follow up on that. There is a mercantile guild that sort of has stronger sway in the town, and the scribes college. Yeah, so that stuff. Any specific ideas?
Got all I need, or can afford.
All right.
Yeah. Adrak's probably after he gets the books just gonna head back to the bar with Tygon and just kind of sit there reading through it. He's sitting there kind of like mouthing as he's reading. He's
Okay, cool.
just entranced by them.
All right. We'll say everybody rendezvous back at the bar if you don't want to do any shopping or anything.
Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I want to head down to the market.
Yep.
Excuse me. And I got a little last session. I got a little disturbing news about my hometown possibly being beset by monsters of some kind, and I just wanted to ask around to traders and caravaneers and people who do traveling, if I could find out a little more information about what's going on. Trying to ascertain if sort of what's happening and if they appear to have matters in hand. Just to ease my mind.
Okay. What's so it's because of if it's heavy trade nature and stuff like that. There's folks from all over the place. Are you looking for any specific type of person? Are you race or if they like
No,
travelers or?
just the sort of people who travel between towns. People who might, for reasons of commerce, go back and forth regularly. Who might have some up-to-date information.
Okay. Yeah. So you poke around for a while and you walk up to a couple of the little some of the food stands and because the produce is fairly fresh, or maybe some of the game that they have isn't necessarily from the immediate area, you can probably surmise that they've heard whisperings from other places. So one such food stand, they have a kind of elk that usually from slightly colder climates, um, probably um, yeah, they it's a little dwarf like chubby woman who maybe has heard some rumors. You're just gonna go up to her and see what you can't get out of her.
Yeah. So just approach her. Sorry, hang on, get my sheet up here. Uh, just say, good morning. Um,
Good morning. What can I get for you?
Good morning. I notice the meat you're selling here seems to hail from up north. Have you done any business in Lichtenberg lately?
Yeah, most of our stuff comes from the Lichtenberg family. Um, it's been kind of slow. You can see we don't have too much. Usually it's overflowing. It's pretty popular meat, but yeah, it's slowed down a good bit.
Slowed down, you say.
Yeah.
Any idea what the cause of that might be?
Well, I mean, from what I understand, everything up north is kind of going to shit at the moment. Um, I wouldn't say Lichtenberg itself is particularly bad. I mean, it's a big walled city. They probably have enough to defend it, but um, yeah, the folks coming through that I do see either go completely around the mess. We don't get the people traveling straight through the quicker route, so I guess it's too dangerous anymore.
I see. I've been traveling for a while. I'm from that way, and I haven't been back in a while. When did this start?
A couple days ago, about where the star fell.
Oh, I
Supposedly, it's
see.
brought all kinds of nasty trouble with it.
Nasty trouble. Well, I thank you for your time, and since I don't want to waste her time, I'll purchase a little jerky or whatever it is she's selling.
Okay, yeah, you take a couple pieces of like you get like 5 pieces of jerky for 1 gold. Um, yeah, thanks for your business. I hope I was able to answer some questions for you, but
Uh,
unfortunately, information's kind of slim from that direction these days.
yes, I do. Thank you very much, and I head back to the bar.
All right. Rendezvous back at the bar. Um, everybody, Lamp, if you can hear me, you can just type stuff if you can hear the stream. Um, plans?
I can hear her.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Refresh. Tell me if it worked, Taryn.
Odd, because I can hear you normally.
Can you hear her, Taryn?
Maybe
I
it's
do
because
not
of
see
Discord
or
then?
hear her. I see her icons up, but I don't see her, and I don't hear
Oh,
anything.
I can hear Lamp.
Technical difficult.
Yep.
Lamp, say words.
Yeah.
I don't
I
know.
am.
I think at this point we reconvened, right? We regrouped there.
Yep, everybody's back at the tavern.
Lamp, I got you something great. I set down this like really nice wooden stein.
I can't hear Lamp.
I'm
So
still not hearing.
yeah, Lamp, if you could do me a favor and just type out, if that's, or Ray, you can translate. Oh, I can hear very quietly. Say words louder.
Maybe it's just a volume thing. Check hover over her cursor, see if it's. No, I can hear you fine.
I can hear you
Uh,
fine.
Ray did it.
Ray did it. All right, yeah. Oh, I wonder if I. No. Oh. Everybody will get an echo. Fuck it. Man.
Yeah.
I follow my own spiritual path.
Trying to think, man. Oh. Keep almost hearing her. Say words again. Nope, got nothing.
I've never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
I
either.
haven't either.
I know about some creatures that are described as fiends, but I don't know about any actual demons by name.
Heard of what?
That's what we're dealing with here. Seems to have quite a few followers.
I think I hear her coming through somebody's speaker. Lamp and Ray, yeah, Lamp and Ray are having a conversation. Okay. Sorry, I'm gonna press on. Yeah, Lamp. Just if you can hear me, just type stuff out, and I'll kind of go backwards. So everybody kind of meets up at the back at the tavern. Tycon is still kind of carving little initials. And you get to like your 10th set, and like a little tiny voice in the back of your head. You hear, "Your craftsmanship is something a baby elf can make." That's all you hear. But yeah, you guys are all back at the tavern. Do you have a plan of attack? What you're going to try to do?
Has Taryn brought up the news about the North, his home?
Yes, I have.
I think we
caught
should
each other up, I guess.
as soon as possible. Maybe now or this evening, if we could. We could camp out outside the city, save a few hours.
Might we want to see what information we can get from this scribes college before we go?
Well, what better than information than to see it firsthand? Am I right? If we
You want to go?
experience it, we may know more than them.
You want to go towards the thing?
Absolutely.
Why? Can't we go around the thing, or like the other direction? Or this town's pretty nice.
It is very nice. The Artisans Guild itself was also very beautiful, by the way. But
They just don't seem to know a lot about what's happening.
they do, or rather, they don't. What you said.
But why do we want to go towards the thing?
More, think about it this way. You'll be the first cartographer to map out a meteor, asteroid, a celestial body falling to the sky. You could be the first one to add to your
first.
maps.
Yeah, you could be the first to put it down as an official landmark.
No.
You get to dictate how all the other maps will look from now on.
Well,
You
more
could name it.
realistically, I think that if we really want to avoid this thing, we're capable enough that we could get closer first to know exactly where it's going, and so that we can go the other direction.
Or we can just go the other direction.
Which way is that? How do we know it's not on our way on its way here right now?
Well, if it's on its way here, we should go somewhere else.
But we won't know until it's here. This way we could go and find it first.
Tycon and Ray, you both hear, not at the same time, but in the back of your head, you hear, "Don't go to the star."
All right, let's go straight towards the star.
I feel the same way.
Dudes, react to him.
What?
Well, I definitely want to know more about it. I'm not sure heading straight for it is the best idea.
Exactly.
In
Let's
its
go
general direction.
the other direction.
Not the other direction precisely, but just approach it with caution.
Taryn, you seem like an intelligent man. The other direction is the most logical direction.
Yeah, just going in the other direction isn't going to tell us anything about it, though.
Why do we need to learn anything about it?
Well, I don't necessarily know that we need to learn anything about it, but I'm very curious.
Let
as
someone
am I.
taller take care of it.
How tall do we have to be before we can convince you to come with us?
I mean, we're all taller than you.
Exactly. You can go towards the thing.
Oh, come on
I
now.
don't do
I
anything but
believe
draw
we
maps.
need more and Brightfellow on our side. I've seen you. You were doing amazing. You actually brought some of us back up from critical injuries. It was incredible.
I didn't do that.
Yes, you
Well, I didn't do it.
No, you did it. That's how it works. I talk to your spirit, and your spirit heals itself. All it needs is a little coaxing. I don't actually
Well,
do
see,
anything.
I don't know anybody else who could do something like that, Morn, and I think that maybe we ran into you for a reason.
Maybe if you just listen to the spirits, you would understand a little more.
I prefer trying to figure out what my spirit is saying before I look to others.
I guarantee you, at that moment, your
What
spirit
if
was
we
saying,
hire
"Heal
you
yourself."
as our official cartographer?
Oh yes. Let me get out a contract right now.
Yep.
Does it actually work?
That's happening.
Yeah. Goes into his pack, pulls out his like cartographer's kit, and goes, "It's like for every like," and he'll go on to this whole contract thing. That's probably way above budget, but that's all right. It's like,
You're like, I work for 50 gold a day plus expenses. We're like, we'll pay you 10.
it's like for every square mile or something like that he covers, it's like a gold piece or something.
Okay. So some of you want to go straight at the giant demon that I've already told you about, and others want to learn more about it. Is there a consensus? Lamp input? Lamp's typing things. Did you guys want to? Yeah. So Lamp says we cannot go right to the giant demon. We need to learn more about it.
demon.
Agreed.
To the Scribes College. That's my suggestion.
Seconded.
Ah, smart
Third.
man.
Thirded, if that's how it's done. I
Uh,
suppose you're right. We should try and learn more about potential enemy before we walk right up to their doorstep.
Fourth for Lamp. All right. So you guys are gonna head up that way.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Once you, let's say, Tycon, settle up for your drinks. I'll say it's 6 gold. Every everybody else, you make your way towards the Scribes College. It's the largest. It's almost a cathedral-looking building, and there are people with fine robes, kind of all over the place. A couple of younger folks, different races all over. They're kind of like scurrying about, just arms just full, just bear hugging different scrolls and stuff like that, just kind of shuffling about, trying to get their day's work done. And there's a couple of older folks in a darker colored robe that are probably, you can probably guess that they are some sort of professor. And then somewhere there is probably a dean. If you wanted to go that route.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go walk up to a professor or one of the older looking figures. Goes, Hi, I am Morin Brightfellow, and we're here to get an audience with your headmaster, your presidents, your person of charge person. But I am of the Cartographers Guild, and let me show you my membership.
Don't worry about it. That's fine. I got a lot to do here, man. Yeah, if you want to talk to Gita, she's upstairs in her office. Just you can head right up. She's probably not doing anything at the moment, so. Yep. Anything else I can do for you? I gotta run.
He's already gone.
Yep. All right. If you head up to, eventually you can probably figure out which one's the headmistress's office. The woman named Gita is she's a drow female.
Ooh.
Yeah. And she sits behind a huge oak desk, surrounded by just tons and tons of books. And she has like papers scattering all over her desk. Older woman, probably well past middle-aged, but she seems to just kind of be reading a couple of go into her office.
Okay, so I dramatically push the door open. Hello, Gita. I'm Morin Brightfellow from the Cartographers Guild. We have a couple questions. We would love some information. Please talk to us, please.
Well, I can seem to be pretty excited, but I'll see what I can do. She's very amused at your presence.
Excited? This is me every day.
I chime in like from just behind him, and I say, "And I am Ray of the Dawn. It's a pleasure to meet you."
Can you imagine someone named him Ray of the Dawn? Ugh.
No, they did not actually.
He named himself Ray of the Dawn. Then
it's something I chose.
What is worth him being named that or him naming himself that? Who knows? Anyway, hi.
At my temple, you end up naming yourself before you go on the journey of pilgrimage outside.
Morin's already ignoring him.
I just say it to nobody in particular and then I follow him.
Yeah, she's kind of just watching, just fucking flabbergasted. Like, what the fuck?
What kind of fucking circus sideshow did I invite in here?
Are you like trying to join the Scribes College? What's happening, guys?
I'm Morin Brightfellow, the Cartographers Guild, and we heard you might have some information about the orbs, stars, rocks, things that are floating in the air, and the one that supposedly caused earthquakes.
And if you know anything about Carrick and 3 demon generals, that would also be very interesting to us.
Well, Carrick is a name. It's kind of been muttered here and there in just sort of different mythologies. The stars themselves, we probably have something, and just, I mean, this college is centuries old, so we might have somebody who's written about it in the past. Unfortunately, all that information is sort of, it's not mine to give you, if you understand. If you can get permission to access any documents pertaining to stars or Carrick or anything like that, then I can release that information and only that information into your possession. But you need to speak to Mayor Durkin about it.
It's gonna take so long.
Well, I've actually found myself pretty welcomed by nobles in the past. Maybe we could just send him a letter.
Oh, that takes so long.
She's kind of, I mean, you can go about it however you wish, but I can tell you that Mayor Durkin is very quid pro quo. So he's probably not going to give it to you too readily, especially not with that witch at his side.
Witch?
That's not very nice. I'm sure his mother's a lovely woman.
She didn't say his mother. She said a witch.
Isn't that the same thing?
Not an actual witch.
Well, let's clarify. Do you mean an actual witch? Is he played by some sort of evil creature? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bryn, the green-haired woman, the only human in history with green hair, like, just terrible. Trying to get through her. It can be a bit of a nightmare, but he sort of does anything she requires.
Well, what's her name?
Bryn.
Bryn, I met her yesterday. She didn't seem that unpleasant.
No, but she's not unpleasant. It's just getting the stuff you need from the mayor. It's going to require basically her to sign off on it. She's sort of the puppet master, if you will.
Oh, what Morin Brightfellow wants, Morin Brightfellow gets, and he heads out the
Heard
door.
that before. I suppose we ought to follow him.
It's already catching on.
So Lamp asked, why would the mayor's office know more about this than the Scribes Guild, or the Scribes College? So the Scribes College is basically the keeper of information. Specifically, and I forgot to mention this, so I'll kind of retcon it a little bit. Specifically, Simon is the keeper of records. He is a professor here and a big old dork, but he keeps all the records. But they cannot release any of those records for whatever fears without permission of the mayor. Basically, the town owns them, and the town keeps them for whatever the town wants. And if they were to be let out, there's no guarantee they'd ever get them back. So they won't release anything without the mayor say so. Yeah.
Guess we're following more into City Hall.
Ray, what's the all eyes on you?
So it's a background feat from the Sword Coast guide.
Okay.
I'm gonna link it to that. Hey, it worked. I want to try and send a very nice official looking letter. Maybe get some calligraphy on that if I can.
You're gonna send it to the mayor's office?
Yes.
And you're just gonna wait for a response?
Formal request for an audience. And I mentioned that I am a collector and purveyor of some finer teas from the Gold Hawk Monastery and things like that.
Okay. Wait, why? To how the feat works, but Harley is it's like a background thing.
Yeah.
Or traveler.
It's the background feat. Yeah.
Or traveler. Okay. Yeah, I'll tell you flat out that you probably don't need it. But yeah, you can use it. Like.
Yeah, I'll try. I mean, in character, I don't know that we don't need it.
Right.
Instead, I'm just like I'm just following a hunch. Just.
Okay. Yeah. So you're you drop this very fancy letter from Ray of the Dawn, speaking about sort of some of the places you've been, and maybe you can get an audience with the mayor based on that information. You ship it off to the mayor's office. You do not receive any immediate reply, but you did.
Heartbroken. Just so heartbroken.
Yep, you successfully sent that off.
I really thought it'd work. I'm sorry, Maureen. You're right. So humble in victory.
So sort of. Well, okay. Well, so you guys are still at the Scribes College. Are you doing anything here, or are you going to track anybody down, or are you just going straight to the mayor's?
Taryn, you know where this Bryn is. Do you think you can take me to her?
Sure, Marin. I'll take you there right now. She was at City Hall. She had a little desk in the back she was working at. Green hair, you can't miss her.
I am very short, so we'll see.
Fair point. All right, so you guys head off towards where Taryn met Bren. Sort of on the way, Ray, in the back of your mind, you hear, "Why are you called Ray of Dawn? Lamp is a better name."
I knew I said this precisely so I could see if this voice would comment on it. And I look at Moore and I say, "Hey, someone has been listening into us, and that's creepy."
What? I look around dramatically, like, who, what?
So I may have been hearing somebody like whisper to me or something as we went through the town. It was disturbing, but now I know for sure that they've been very close. It's concerning.
He like starts checking his pack, looking for like random like anything really. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Someone's bugged my bag. You pull out a centipede.
The culprit.
Fucking damn it, Ray. All right, Lamp. So I wouldn't call them necessarily cultists. I mean, kind of. I guess they are,
Crazy.
but they're more
Yeah.
just fucking lunatics that don't have really any kind of meeting place. They just hear rumors here and there, or but there are crazies all over the place, and they're all so like as you sort of make your way to the town, like they're yelling all kinds of crazy shit, like yeah, like Carrick's coming down, he's gonna turn the world black, and you're all gonna pay. And other people are like, the mayor's a lizard man. The mayor's a lizard man. Don't give him any of your money. What?
I knew it.
Yeah, and some of them are saying, you know, there's cameras, and everybody's like, what the fuck's a camera?
The fuck is it?
And yeah, he's got like blue jeans on, and figure out why. I want to talk to one of the lizard man guys. Anyone coming with me?
Yes.
So a detour with Lamp and Ray.
Yeah, I'll go with Lamp. I'll go with them.
Okay. Yeah. So you go up to one of the guys shouting, just filthy stinks, and he's just shouting about the mayor's a lizard man and he's trying to control everything, and you know, don't trust him. Don't trust anything he says. Stay away from that building. What are you hoping to accomplish?
I'm just gonna say, I actually met a lizard man once. He seemed pretty nice.
You don't know what the hell you're talking about. Find out how untrustworthy mayor. Oh well, this guy. Yeah, if you mention the mayor, he's like, yeah, I don't trust that piece of shit. He's trying to run the world. He's just a big. He's a lizard person. He's only out for lizard kind, and he's just worried about, you know, he eats snails. I've seen it. He eats snails. Like, you're gonna trust a man who eats snails? It's disgusting. Don't tell me that lizard people are nice. And he looks up at you. It's like, you kind of look like, man, what's wrong with you?
I've eaten snails before.
I don't think it's a nice thing to say. First off, I hit him. She
Roll to
says.
attack.
Ain't nobody calling me a lizard man.
Of course she does. Roll a attack roll, unarmed attack.
I'm watching it like I see it in slow motion, but not from a combat way, like where I could dodge it, just like the oh no sort of way. Like it slowly goes in the face, a little bit of dribble out from the side.
Oh Jesus!
She's killing him. Somebody get her off her.
Oh my God! You just jump on. I know that was an accident, but I don't give a shit. You jump on him and you just start pummeling the bejesus out of this dude. Oh man! You tackle him. He gets knocked out in one hit, and he's just down on the ground, and you just keep
I'm
slugging
trying to
away.
pull her off. Like, Lamp, no, no, Lamp.
It's like, no, get away from me. She just keeps fucking drilling him. Leaves him totally unconscious, just bleeding in a puddle on the side of the road.
I sigh and I pull out my herbalism kit. I'm gonna try and like make a poultice for anything that seems life-threatening on him.
Anyone else want to go? Yeah, he's okay. You could probably bring him back to stability if you wanted to, but he's got a bunch of broken bones. And
I'm gonna go ahead and do one of these.
anyone else want to go? Kieran's, yeah, he sort of stitches himself back together, and he just like wakes up and
Turn to Lamp. Control yourself.
Yeah, you bandage him up real good. He
feels better than he did before he was beaten.
Yeah, pretty much. And he gets out of like that filthy puddle and just bug-eyed. I'm sorry. He's not a lizard. I don't care.
That's okay. It's already over. Now follow my finger.
Back and forth.
Yeah.
But he gets up and just hauls ass. He runs away. He doesn't.
He'll be fine.
Pummeled. Yeah. Okay. So Lamp, after just like beating this guy nearly to death, yells out, "Does anybody know about the Black Star?" And like nobody's saying a word. All the like the lunatics have like shut up and they're just staring at her. And there's the one that she talked to yesterday, kind of sees her, and just also hauls ass and runs off in the other direction.
Pretends he doesn't know her, like
Yeah,
just
he's
goes.
like, I'm good. And the other one's just kind of like sneak back and just stay quiet for the time being. And
So who else is with us right now?
I believe everybody's together at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look to something and say, if anyone knows how to deal with this sort of person, maybe we can ask what like the names of these three generals or some helpful information. Fine. I awkwardly like stand up and I do a wave to the people who are still terrified of Lamp and say, "Hey, so I've heard a lot of these interesting stories about Carrick and devouring the world and all that. I also heard he has 3 demon generals. Who here could maybe tell us about those 3?"
What do you mean? He's got 3 demon. One of the guy steps forward. What do you mean? He's got 3 demon generals, and they're going to come down and they're going to set the stage, and they're going to make it so that Lord Carrick can come back and take over the whole world.
Okay, well, let's pretend like we were going to welcome them or something. What would you refer to them as, like name-wise?
Demon generals.
That is terribly uninspired. Does anyone else have an idea?
My idea is we ignore these people. They're all going to say the same thing over and over and over again.
Call
One
them
person
Rack,
hears
Shack,
it,
and Minnie.
shares it with his friend. These people.
Yeah, I think we
know
probably
what
got as
information.
much out of them as we're gonna.
What the hell do you want to know anything more
Especially
for?
now that they're terrified.
They're demon generals. Why do you want to know anything else? What else do you need to know besides that they are demon generals? And I mean, most people just stop there and they're like, okay, fuck it, I'm out, and they leave. Why do you? Who cares what their name is? They're gonna kill you.
I think we should leave.
I think you're right. And then I whisper, let's not mention that we don't like these demon generals. I don't know if these people are fans or what.
Let's go talk to the green-haired witch.
Yeah.
I almost wish she were a real witch. Maybe she'd know something.
Lamp asks, do they have? I imagine she asked some of the people, do they have any powers? One
Ooh,
goes, yeah, they have all kinds of powers. They can turn you into a frog, and they can turn you into a cloud, and they can, set you on fire, and they can make you explode, and they have all the powers in the
Have you
world.
ever heard a story of somebody beating one of them?
What do you mean?
As in not being turned into a frog or turning the tables or...
Maybe I'm talking too fast for you, so I'll slow it down. Demon general.
Yeah, let's just go.
Okay.
I hear a pattern to this.
But I turn to Ray and go to him whispering, I have an idea.
Okay.
Why don't you... We'll go over there, we'll talk to them, and why don't you say some magic words, wave your hand around, and then I'll turn into a frog, and then you can get some more information.
That sounds terrifying. And if you can actually do that, that'd be amazing. Yes, please, I'd love to see it.
We're playing a role here. You
Right.
wave your hands around, and then I turn into a frog.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I'll use my spear for added effect. Make it seem like I'm waving one of those quarter staffs I've seen wizards carry.
Okay.
Take a deep breath. Get in character.
All right. What does this look like? You're yelling at Morin.
And I'm shaking the spear at him and chanting some words in let's say Orcish.
In Orcish. Okay.
I'm gonna prestidigitate some sparks out of the tip of his spear.
I love this teamwork already. Okay. Would I have advantage for this at this point, or do we need to get some more people involved?
No, you're good. So you're gonna wild shape into a frog.
Yes, I am.
Okay. And you're hoping to like intimidate this guy into giving you more. I don't even need to fucking roll. That was good. Yeah. So like this dude like just fucking wigs out. He's like, "Fucking you? You don't look like a demon. What are you? I'm sorry." And he like gets on his hands and knees and he just starts bowing down. Says, "I'm sorry. Spare me. I worship Lord Carrick. Please don't just kill everybody else. That's fine. Just leave me alone. What can I do?"
No, we're better than the demons because I don't do that stuff.
I jump very slowly towards the crazy man.
Oh God, just ribbit.
He's frightened to tears. He's not moving. He's just kind of letting you jump closer.
He's just afraid of being touched by the person who's turning into a frog.
He's afraid of just like moving. He doesn't know what you're gonna do to him. And he's just staring at Ray the whole time with your magic spear with sparks coming out the tip.
Ray doesn't know what to do next. I look at Taryn.
I got nothing. I'm sorry, man.
Tell us more about the demon generals. They are my sworn enemies.
I don't know anything else. I'm
Tell
sorry.
me who I can ask about them.
I just did what I was told. Do I look like a man who knows anything? I'm sorry.
I wouldn't
Do
know
what
what
you
a
were
man like that
told?
looks like.
Did you say?
Wait, what?
Who's telling you to do what?
Did you do what you were told?
What do you mean do what I'm told? I do what I'm told.
By who?
By who?
What, nobody told me what to do. I heard it from these other guys, and then they told them it sounded good. And
I'm gonna
there's a
roll
fucking
it.
star that fell out of the sky. Like, their story seems to be making a lot of sense right now.
It's probably true. I whispered to Taryn.
I think you're right.
Well, stop worshiping Lord Carrick.
But you're here.
You wouldn't mind.
Demons are bad.
But you're here.
No, I'm not one of the demon generals.
But why did you do that then?
I look at the
Ribbit.
frog as if he's going to have some input now.
I don't think I can actually talk in this form.
Who told you about the? I don't know. You just
But
gotta
I
hear
can
about
dream.
some of the crazies.
Yes, who told you about the generals originally? Who's spreading all this?
Who told you about the generals?
You.
I'm sure. No, you asked me about the generals, so you had to hear from somebody else.
Some old drunk in a bar back in Gullspruce.
Yeah.
That's who told you?
Well, I mean, that's how you learn shit. I don't know.
It's just random rumor at this point, it sounds
Well,
like. I
yeah. Next thing you're gonna tell me we landed on the moon.
think.
All right,
Well,
everyone. I think we should
yeah.
move on.
Yeah,
We're
you
talking
guys-
in a
This
circle.
is what we're getting out of
Yeah,
them.
I want to shake the spear out one more time and I say, get out of here.
Yeah, a little
And
peek
don't
comes out
be-
and he just hauls ass.
And don't be worshiping Lord Carrick in these streets ever again. It doesn't seem like a good
He
message.
just goes and hides.
Ribbit.
Yeah, you can probably gather that these guys. I mean, they've kind of just repeated rumors.
Yeah.
But that's about it. They don't know a whole lot. Get to
Yeah.
the mayor. If he wants anything, we can tell him we took care of the craziest problem. Yeah, you kind of did.
I'd really rather
Excuse me,
not.
Mayor, we beat up some people on the street.
Yeah, you just
Oh.
beat the shit out of them.
Oh, I feel awful about that. I want to respect their religious rights, but you know,
They're worshiping demons, Ray.
okay, yeah. Well, they're just repeating things that they've heard because they're terrified. I mean, the man pissed himself.
He did. Very
I'm
much.
very stressed by this. Who wants to go have some tea at the tavern and maybe talk more about this?
Are you going to the mayor's or what are you doing?
I think.
Well, I haven't gotten a reply yet.
I think we should head for City Hall. I think that's our best bet.
I'm going to hop onto Taryn's shoulder and just like points.
with the tongue just bleh. Go that way.
I'm gonna go and kind of just poke at Frogmorn and is this permanent?
I hope not. I don't know how to undo it.
Lauren nods yes.
All right. That's canon now, by the way. Permanent frog. All right, you guys make your way up to the city hall. There's still kind of people bustling around, sort of the way Terrence saw them yesterday, just running all over with a bunch of papers, all kinds of different races and stuff, just keeping things organized. And at the reception desk is Bryn, the green-haired human that is acting currently as a receptionist.
She doesn't look very witchy. Terry, you know
Look
what
at
all
it.
this
Lead the
was.
way.
She seemed really nice yesterday.
Oh, maybe
Lauren's still a frog on my shoulder.
Ribbit.
Okay.
Just
He's
kind
gonna be
of,
your wingman for this conversation.
she just kind of looks over all of you. Oh, You all are here about the job. You guys are gonna take care of our orc problem. Looks at Azrock.
Ribbit.
Well, yeah, we came to hear about more details.
Yeah. Right this way. And she takes you to the big wooden doors that go to the mayor's office, and lets you right inside. And at his desk, gotta find his little card. Yep, damn it, I just had it. Yeah. So at his very large desk, in his very large, very empty, no books around room, is Mayor Durkin. He's a dwarf fella, bald, kind of has like one of those like friar haircuts. And he just sort of looks up when he sees you guys coming. He says, "Oh, hey." He's got a mouthful of like pudding or something. And he just, yeah, what? You guys are here for to handle the orcs. Oh, good.
Ribbit.
The orcs?
I turn to Morin on my shoulder, like, he doesn't look like a lizard at all.
Yeah,
Maybe they're just really
Could you tell us a little bit more about these orcs?
yeah, the orcs have been coming up from Zagat. I figure you're here about the ad. Or am I wrong? What are you doing in my office if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about?
Well, we actually came here on another matter, but this might be an opportunity for both of us. We need some information from the Scribes College,
right?
Which, as I'm given to understand, is we require your permission for that. Perhaps if we were to take care of your orc problem, you could help us out with that.
Yeah, I'll tell you what I'll do. So we've if you're not here about the ad and you just need something from excuse me, and he just keeps wolfing down food while he's talking to you. Yeah, if you're not here about the ad, I mean, you guys look capable enough. So we've had the orcs that are coming up from Zagad down below, and they just keep every time we send out little hunting parties, or anytime we send out, any kind of just people that need to be outside of the city and going down south, they most of them never return, and they just we keep having an issue with the orcs coming up and just slaughtering everybody. We're doing everything we can, but we don't have enough. I mean, we're just sending peasants, really.
Now they don't usually do this, right? They don't have a history of bothering Turset.
History of what?
They don't have a history of bothering you to the point that they have been lately. Something changed.
Well, I imagine they just sort of got to a capacity that made it so that they can move farther north. I don't know. They're orcs, man. And he looks at Azrock.
Are these full-blooded orcs, or are these like our friend here, who's a half-orc? There's a difference.
Full-blooded orcs, my dude.
They usually tend to go where they're able to and can get an easy win.
Wait, say that again?
They usually like to go where they can get easy win.
Yeah.
Well,
try and outnumber.
Is there a chance of negotiation? Because I know you can speak Orcish, and I can speak Orcish, and we seem like two very agreeable individuals, I think. Maybe we can just volunteer to do this mission and go convince them to go elsewhere.
Orcs don't usually negotiate.
Then we'll prove to them this is not an easy win.
Yeah, and me being there might hinder any negotiations. They don't look kindly on half-bloods.
Mayor Durkin answers Lamp's question. Yeah, it started about probably about a week ago. Is when the stars sort of appeared in the sky. That's when it started. Way up this way.
I wonder if they took it as a sort of signal. Took it as an omen of conquest.
Green.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm a very busy man. So in lieu of payment for the job that I offered the other folks, if you can figure out a way, get the orcs to stop attacking us, and to free up that section. Ideally, the solution is just get rid of them completely. Then you can, I'll write whatever letter you need to get into the Scribes College, whatever you want. Keep whatever you find.
Sounds generous. I think I'm okay with the arrangement.
Sounds like a fair
Morn.
deal.
Yes.
I looked at him more and like expecting to be a halfling again. I'm just like, oh right.
You got yeah. So I mean, this whole interaction is probably you're pushing like 30 minutes. Yeah, little Frogmorn's still up there. Jumps onto
Well,
Lamp.
we certainly can't go deal with this demon. Why don't we? It's only been 30 minutes. We could get out of the town today and start looking into this.
You could. So so I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I'm kind of gonna do it because a lot of the assets that Incarnate has for these maps are similar, um, and these maps are not complete. I think this is DM speak that these are maps that have been provided by Morin, his own travels or word of mouth. So these are places that he knows about in some way, shape, or form. But Morin does know where Zagat is, and can probably guess that it's about 2 days on horseback to the south.
I raise my hand. 2.
Little frog charades.
All right, I'm gonna jump down and break my wild shape.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he jumps down, poofs back into regular Morin.
And then he does the introduction.
I am Morin Brightfellow.
He
Hello, Mayor.
He spits food all over his desk, but like doesn't miss a beat. He just starts scooping up the pieces he spit out and shovels them back into his mouth.
Oh my god.
Yeah, okay, weird. Is there anything else? You guys agree? Fair deal?
If you fund the horses as well.
Persuasion.
Working on a touchpad. It's not so great. Persuasion. Here we go. Feeling good about it.
Yeah, that's not great. How many are there? There's 8 of you total. Teddy's falling behind, hung over his shit. Yeah. So
can I assist?
How are you assisting?
How am I assisting? I'm gonna pull out my noble credentials and present them to him, and suggest that if he helps us in this matter, it might be beneficial to him in the future.
Okay. Whichever of you has a higher, I imagine your persuasion's higher than 1. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. He's like, okay, I'll give you, I can give you 4 horses and a cart. Fair?
That will work.
I guess so.
Fair and generous, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, and he points you to, he gives you the name of whoever would be able to sell you 4 horses and a cart, and or set you up with that, and you guys can lock that down whenever you want without having to special. Yeah. Anything else you wanted from Mayor Durkin?
I think I'm good. Let's go kick some ass. And/or debate some ass.
Mayor, do you happen to know the name of the tribe of orcs?
We just call him Zigad. That's all we. Oh. What happened?
Roll20 was acting odd. It just
hiccup.
Yeah, it just reset for me. But that's okay.
It did for me too.
I still see all of you.
Not just me.
Oh, Lamb, say words.
I see her.
Oh my god.
Could it be?
What?
Yeah!
I can hear you, Deb.
Hey, thanks, Roll20.
Yeah, just took a crashing.
The best ever, Roll20.
We got Lamb back. All right.
It's Christmas.
I don't see her.
Fresh. See her. Okay, what happened right before reset?
I asked you about the name of the orcs.
Oh, yeah. So he said, we don't really know anything about it. We just call them Zagad. We don't know anything about tribes or anything like that. They just have set up a semi-permanent settlement and they've named it Zagad. So maybe that's a tribe name. I don't know. And they keep killing us, so usually we don't bother asking them. All right. Anybody else questions before leaving?
Nope.
About how many orcs are there? Any idea?
I mean, we keep getting hit by little raiding parties of 6 to 10. I don't know if that helps you. The total number is completely unknown.
Well, luckily, we don't need to know the total number if we're just going to convince them to stop.
Are we just gonna convince them?
I think we can try.
You seem
Is
like a
Lamp
very
going to do
optimistic
that?
person, Ray. I like that.
I mean, as long as they don't call her a lizard man when they first
Yeah.
meet.
Right? Fuck that. No.
It's a trigger, is what it is. Trigger for it.
It is a bit of a trigger.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys head out of Mayor Durkin's office. You have so the map that you guys already have, the Turset Zagad map. So you can figure out some way to maybe plan along the way or do whatever works. If you wanted to gear up at all, you can.
I think we should just head out this way, go through the trees, and make our way down like this. Like a reverse question mark, if you will.
Why don't we just... Wouldn't that make more sense?
This is why I'm not the cartographer, Morgan.
just throwing it out there.
This is why we need you to come with us when we go inspect the star that fell.
We could just take the coastal road. Seems shorter.
Well, yeah, but then we can't take the horses, and we don't own a boat ourselves.
Can I look at the maps to see if I can find a trail through the hills?
Yeah. Okay. So Turset sends sort of parties all over the place. The hills aren't particularly huge. It's not flat land. But you can probably find game trails and walking trails that are kind of go through easily.
I definitely think we should go by hill then, because like, what makes for a more picturesque scene of us walking? You know.
It is
Sure.
about let's say it's about 1 o'clock in the afternoon by the time you leave the mayor's office. So you have, and it's about 2 days by horseback, so 1.5 to 2 days.
I suggest we leave now.
Yeah.
Just get this done with.
Yeah, do we need to pick up any supplies? We have enough food.
Need to buy like a barrel of water or two, maybe, to keep in the cart.
Okay, that works.
Otherwise, I can't think of anything.
Man, I did not think you guys would be efficient. All right, let me.
That was efficient?
That was fucking kind of efficient. Usually everybody wants to go shopping for like 2 hours and.
Don't have enough money yet.
I turned into a frog to scare off a man, which we got no additional information on.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're done with this one horse town because we own all the other
It
horses.
was an effective scare, but like I honestly couldn't think of anything else he could possibly know.
I think we knew that going in.
I think we did, and we decided to go with the plan because it was just so perfect.
Yeah, you made a man pee himself, and that's really all you can ask.
Yeah, isn't that what life's all about?
All right,
and now Azrock gets to make some orcs pee themselves.
Yeah,
gonna show them what for.
All right, let's do a quick 5 before you set off on that particular expedition. Oh,
Cool.
There's Lamp.
Okay. Just in time.
Made it just in time for the break.
I'm just gonna screenshot Lamp like that, so I don't have to keep moving her picture back up. Oh, I can't see the lamp now. Had you for a second. I cannot hear you now. If Discord's open, close Discord. And make sure that nothing else is using video or voice. I always have that problem. Oh, and you said you tried Firefox too. Balls.
The fake out. Okay.
Yeah, try Firefox, see if that does anything.
Oh, maybe. I kind of like Firefox.
I guess Firefox has gotten good lately.
Yeah, they've been stepping up their game. Oh. Hey, Ryan, you want to see something kind of cool? Check this out.
What the butt is that?
It is a glass writing quill.
Oh, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, I love this thing. I'm one of those dweebs who would like name things that they own, and this one is definitely a Eureka.
Eureka?
Yes. Did you ever watch that show?
No. Like Eureka's Castle? Oh no,
No,
you're probably
Eureka
way
was
too young for
one
that.
of those sci-fi channel series.
Oh yeah. Holy
Yeah.
shit, man, that was on years ago.
I know, but it was great.
It was. Want to see something cool?
Sure, man. I don't know what that is.
It's a finger that I made.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something else at first, but I didn't want to say it.
I still got fixed the paint on it, but yeah.
because it looks so big on the camera, I was like, is that a dildo?
Little finger.
Yeah. Like when you're holding it in your hand, it's way easier to tell. But when it's up right by the camera, I was so...
Like this?
It's just encroaching on the stream.
Right? Nobody report that. It was a finger. It wasn't dirty.
A friend in chat's gonna report it right now, probably. Yeah.
Oh, there's that. I've got. Oh man, I gotta clean this. I've got my little Star Wars mug. Pretty sweet. Lamp, no words.
Oh, maybe I'll try and reconnect. Oof.
Say words.
Pickled peppers.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Still counts if you say it slow, right?
It doesn't. You ruined it.
Well, fuck. Not even getting sound on Firefox? Yeah.
I see you now.
Oh! I don't see her, but it went
And
black.
I can't hear you.
And you can hear her?
Yeah.
It went black for me, so her little thing's gone. I hate refreshing because I have to put you guys all in your little special areas.
Oh, she's gone again.
Nope.
God damn it, I just refreshed.
Did any of you find it odd how much this man was eating? I've never seen a man with so much wealth. No, I'm serious. Like I fear he may be sick. Could I roll like a medicine check retrospectively? He ate his puke after he spat up. I am not
That's-
overreacting here.
You can if you want. Yeah, as far as you can tell, this dude's he could have something wrong with him. Maybe he's got a tapeworm.
He might have a couple tapeworms. Ray's heard a lot of odd stories, so he sees this and the green-haired person that they say is a witch, and he's like, "I've heard that sometimes witches will curse people with sins and like make them eat a lot. Maybe that's where the reputation came from. It wasn't about her behavior at all. It was a reflection on the mayor."
So we're just missing. Well, Lamp is
Morin.
trying, and Morin. Okay. So yeah, you guys have decided to head out tonight. You have your four horses in a cart.
Yep.
And
It's the name of our new band too.
And your what?
That's the name of our new band too.
4 horses in a cart. All right. For YouTube, I'll put that as the title of the stream. Oh yeah, I can probably just talk to her. Medicine check to see why that guy won't stop fucking eating.
Yeah, I thought maybe there's something up with the mayor. That the food was some kind of weird in the eating when he spat up. Never mind.
All right, so yeah, you guys want to head up, and so you guys have 4 horses in a cart. You're just bringing what you have with you. You're bringing the cart too, or?
Yeah, it's probably best for us to bring the cart. In fact, if there are orcs like close by, it might draw them to us. Which would be terrible if I didn't think that we'd probably take it most of any of them in a fight.
And no particular plan of attack, just going off looking for orcs?
Morin doesn't do plans.
Where's our Iron Man? Somebody say, I have a plan. Attack.
I nominate Azrock.
I also nominate Azrock.
How many people can we throw under the bus?
We only need one good one.
All right. Yeah, so you guys head off into the woods about 1:30 in the afternoon. Or sorry, not woods. You head off through the hills, down through the flatlands. There's sort of scattered trees and little trails and stuff all over the place. You can see a good ways in the distance, though, and there's nothing particularly sketchy about the area. There's a couple deer that will run by, some birds that'll fly overhead, but for the most part, this is a very plain and simple for this half of the day. It's you're walking through nature or riding, as it were. Yeah, so you eventually the sun sets on a completely cloudless day with no hints of danger. You like to let's say you get to about here, like just on the other side of the hills, clear the hills and see off into the open. Would you like to set up camp, or are you just going to press through the night?
A quick question. What do we do with Teddy? Is she with us, or did she
we're
stay
just saying that
behind?
they're basically an NPC for this point in time, or
Yeah, well,
Take her out mafia style.
so you can either have Teddy sleeping one off in the cart, just pulling her behind, or you can leave her at the end sleeping.
let's say that they're here. So, like, if we're still in the area next week, they can just hop back in.
Okay. Yeah, so she just wakes up briefly every once in a while and just crawls in. She got some news about somebody she had been looking for, so she's probably she tied one on and paying for it.
She tried to keep up with the lamp.
Yeah. So she's just sleeping in the cart as you go. Camp? Anything?
I'm gonna look at my compass.
Okay.
Definitely camping for the night.
Yeah.
What's that?
Definitely camping for the night.
All right.
Yeah.
Lauren brings out his compass and sort of gains a little bit of clarity for a moment. Do you want me to whisper it to you, or do you want me to just say stuff? Well, I didn't hear you. Yeah. So you hear a couple of little just squeaky voices. Just, just. They have no idea. Look at them. They're gonna die. And just a couple of minutes of that. Just the spirits are. They think this is hilarious.
I stand up. We need to set watch.
I'll take
Um,
first watch.
Maybe we should double up on watches tonight.
I will also take first watch.
Double up on watches. Okay. Who is taking first watch? Need to write this down. That was Ray
Azrock and
Yeah,
Ray.
Azrock and Ray.
and Azrock. And then second.
I
Well,
will.
I'm just saying right now, maybe both humans shouldn't be on the same watch. Maybe one of you people with a who can see well in the dark should join us.
I can still see pretty well in the dark, actually. If I need to, I can also create my own light.
Also, the fire is going to be at its brightest early in the night.
Yeah, that's a good point. Who wanted second?
I'll take second.
I'll take second.
And so that'll leave third to Tycon and Lamp.
Sounds fine by me.
Teddy gets no watch.
Oh, Teddy.
Teddy's got a 2-day hangover. All right. Yeah. So you guys set up camp. Sort of stars are out in full force. Still no clouds in the sky. It does get a bit cold as soon as the sun goes down. Go ahead and roll perception with advantage. Got higher.
I have a pretty high perception. You want me to roll
Yeah.
with advantage?
Yeah, I'm only
Okay.
at 3.
So I got my eyes peeled, and let's see how we do. Hey.
Yeah. Okay. So you definitely hear just it's a good ways in the distance, but sound is carrying. There is no noise around you. Sound carries, and you just hear and you hear heavy footfalls in a glade of trees that are probably a good 500 yards down to the southwest.
So here's the thing. I actually have dark vision,
Yep.
and I don't know. Azrock, you can see in the dark, right?
Yes.
All right. Well, let the others rest. I'm going to extinguish the fire because I see what I assume to be a couple orcs off in that direction,
You don't
and
see
I
anything.
will
You hear them though.
hear them. But still going to kick out the fire
Okay.
so they don't know where we are.
Okay. Do just real quick, just another perception
And
check
I'll
with
try and
advantage.
get low, higher things.
You went robot.
If I can, I'll also move our horses and cart to the side somewhere with a bit more cover. I did.
Yeah, you're good. Do perception again.
Oh, that was the wrong one.
All right.
There we go.
Yeah. So as you start kicking out the embers and sending a couple sparks into the air, moving the horses around, this is not a silent endeavor. It just can't be. But whatever noises you heard before are either being drowned out by your own motions, the horse's motions, but you don't perceive them anymore. Not pick up on anything in that direction. They never moved closer to you, but they seem to have stopped completely. So we'll say that unless you wanted to do anything else, Azrock and Ray.
I
rest.
guess knowing some of the at least I try.
Azrock, does it? Could they?
Yeah, I was gonna say knowing what I know about like some orc tactics, would I be able to recognize this as like preparing for an ambush or?
Do history.
All right.
I'll give it to you with advantage too, because you know what you're talking about.
All right.
Oh shit! I dropped a die. This. So I imagine Ray points out the noise to you, and eventually you're able to pick up on it, and you can probably piece together that it could be a scout.
Okay. Yeah. This might be a scout looking ahead, maybe trying to find somewhere to raid.
We'll conclude that watch. Taryn and Morin.
And if we can't hear them anymore, does that mean we're safe?
Does that mean you're safe?
Would I know that? Or it all depends on if they noticed us.
Does the fact that it went silent, do they do that? Or if they've decided to go somewhere else?
Fuck, what would I even do for that?
Just go ahead,
Insight?
start talking. Do fuck.
Yeah, do insight. I
Yeah.
guess. Probably about as close as we can get.
All right.
Oh yeah. You didn't hear the footsteps go away. You heard them stop completely. So you can probably guess that they are still in that area. They're just trying to figure out where whatever smells or sounds or lights are coming from.
Mm-hmm.
Pass that to second watch.
All right, in that case, let's wake
Yeah.
everybody, and we can just... I think we can take him if we wake everybody first.
That's probably a good idea. At least, yeah. If we take him out, then he won't be able to relay anything back.
Okay. When we wake the other two for our next watch, I guess we just tell them about what we saw and that we're gonna go knock him out, leave him somewhere.
Are you waking up everybody, or are you going off on your own? What are you doing?
I don't know, Azrak. I want to just wake the next watch and let them know what we'll be doing. So we'll have somebody to keep watch for the group, but we don't have to wake everybody up. We'll be in and out really quick. What do you think?
That has potential.
It's only one scout, right?
What
They
I
don't
know,
travel in groups.
what I know, scouts would normally be just one, right?
Could be one or two.
We're waking Morin anyway, so he could weigh in on this.
Oh, what?
Yeah, let's ask the others. And, see what their thoughts on this are.
Yeah. Whoever's second watch is, I think it was Morin and Taryn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We
Well-
found a scout. I think we're gonna go just take care of him.
Well, first of all, we shouldn't send the orc in armor to go after a scout. We should send Ted. Oh, Teddy's still hungover.
Well, I could probably lure him closer. Maybe we just have Azrak stand at a tree and I throw a pebble.
I'll go. Don't worry about it.
You sure? Okay.
Oh, why not?
You sure you don't want company?
Oh, you'll just slow me down.
I take offense to that.
I'm gonna shift into a panther.
Okay.
You can do more than frogs.
I'm gonna
So,
like tentatively reach out and like I want to pet the panther, but then stop.
good idea.
Like,
Cool. As a panther, I have a 50-foot move speed and can stealth.
And my favorite enemies are orcs.
Really? Oh, for the panther. I was gonna
Yeah.
say. Okay. Yeah. So you, Morin, just. I got this. Turns into a panther, and just starts loping off into the woods. Do stealth check. Do you have to do that for panther, right? You just have
Yeah.
a
So,
huge
but I
bonus
get
to it.
proficiency with it and stuff.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, you go heading off in the direction of the noise that they told you about. It's about 500 yards off, into a little cluster of trees. As you kind of get up close to them, you can see two orcs without having to get into the trees. Um, you you notice that there are two orcs kind of standing. They're not hiding or anything. They're not hiding behind trees, but they're standing just between and looking in the group's general direction, sort of muttering to each other. Just uh, probably gather that they're trying to figure out if what they saw is what they saw.
Cool. I'm gonna wait for like 2-3 minutes just to see if they change action or anything like that.
Okay. Let's see. They sort of they don't immediately go away, but they kind of stop paying attention to that direction. There is an absence of noise behind you, and so maybe they are second guessing where they thought that noise was coming from.
Cool. Do they leave tracks from where they do I just see 2 pairs of tracks?
You see the orcs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I would like to backtrack their tracks to see if I can find the camp.
To do that, you'd have to go around them.
Okay. We're in open plains technically?
You're technically you're kind of in a field. You guys had set up camp sort of among trees, not in a huge cluster, back towards the northeast a little bit. You headed south or southwest across a field towards another cluster that's about 500 yards away, 150 or 1,500 feet away, and sort of at the edge of that little cluster, looking across the field, is where the orcs are. And now they're kind of moping around in the trees trying to figure out where that sound came from. But they're still in that same vicinity.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try to sneak around to see if I can get their tracks.
Okay. Let's see. Yeah, they don't notice anything because I can't roll above a 10. Yeah, so you make your way around them. There's tracks all over the place. Do a investigation.
This would be off my skill, I believe.
There's tracks all over this place.
Perfect.
It's hard to tell, but you do a survival to see if you can't tell which direction.
Yeah, because I think you retain the wisdom and intelligence.
Right.
So you're going to be like the most handsome panther or whatever.
Most of the tracks are coming from. It seems that they were heading in a direction northeast.
Cool. I'm going to make my appearance known and just growl really loudly towards the orcs.
You're trying to scare the shit out of them?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch out, bitch! I'm hungry.
You just you don't speak Orcish, right?
No.
All right. Yeah, this is.
You left your 2 orcish translators back at camp.
Right. You fucking just bellow out, right by, like 50 feet behind them, and they jump clean out of their boots. Just God, and just start rambling off and like trying to grab at their swords, but they're freaking out a little bit. Are you going to attack them? Or are you running away? You stand there?
No, I'm going to play the part of the animal that once I see them kind of freak out and react, I'm going to try to act scared and then back off a little bit.
All right. Yeah, you back up. They're about 50 feet away from you. You back up another 10 feet or so. And they're like, and whip out their swords, and they're gonna start they're not gonna charge at you, but they're gonna branch off and try to flank you, and just start moving in and see if they can't protect themselves and also kill a panther. You're still staying right there?
I think at this point, because I'm not dumb, I'm just gonna start running away, not directly towards the party, but kind of doing a big circle to eventually head back there. The intention is to try to lure him off the campsite scent,
Okay,
or not scent.
So hold on. Did you leave your watch buddy to like do the watch alone while you did this whole thing?
Yes,
Yes,
absolutely.
All right, nice dice. Yeah. So you start sort of hauling off straight. Say you go straight west and eventually loop around northwards a little bit. Looking back, you can see they kind of move in that general direction to sort of hedge you off. And by the time you make it back to the camp, nobody hears them anymore. Taryn and Morin are still on watch. Ray and Azrock, did you go to sleep?
Yes, I trusted them to do it.
It's a bad
I-
decision.
I would have stayed up for just a little bit, just in case. Like the scouts immediately ran back and started attacking.
But you went to
But-
sleep while
Thank you.
because he didn't come back right away, or
Yeah, after maybe like half hour out of.
we won't even say it
Gone to
took that long. He was able to get back
Okay.
within
Okay.
no time.
Because he had panther speed going on.
Yeah, he was quick.
I'm sitting there in the dark. These two went back to sleep, just with my human eyes, trying to see
Like-
anything with
like-
no fire.
Fuck the darkness, man.
Yeah, you can't see shit, homie. Maureen, you doing anything else before you?
I'll talk to Taryn a little bit. Reverting back to my natural form. It's like, I got it. They're off our scents. They're going to be preoccupied for a little bit.
Oh, good. Thanks. Say, that animal thing you do, is that like a polymorph spell?
A what?
Polymorph. Like where you can change things into animals. I mean, I can't do that. I'm not powerful enough yet, but I've heard about it.
No, I did not turn into anything.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. I don't understand why this is so hard for people, but all you have to do is just take a moment, listen to the things around you, and then if you ask nicely, they'll just lend you some of their powers. I don't know why no one's willing to ask. Anyway, good night.
Maureen passes out. Are you done, Taryn? You waking up Tycon and Lamp?
I guess I will.
Tycon and Lamp are now awake.
And I'll
All right.
I'll fill them in on everything that happened since everyone else is asleep with my second and third hand knowledge of what transpired.
All right.
So orcs, fantastic.
Do a perception check for me.
I'll cast guidance on Lamp, so she can add a D4 to Are we both doing one, or we just picking one
You
person?
can both do one, or whoever. If yours is pretty garbage, you can Lamp do it.
Would I be at disadvantage? I'm assuming
For what? Why?
because
It's dark.
because it's dark out.
Oh yeah, because you can't see shit in the dark. Yeah.
All right, so I guess I can cast it on both of us. I guess could I? Is that how it works? Concentration. Yeah. All right, so I will cast it on her, and I'll just take my luck with my boring old human eyes. Where is perception? There you
All right, Lamp, do perception.
are. Ooh, all right.
Lamp. Yeah. Well, I mean, either way, you guys don't hear anything for the rest of the night. Everybody
Good to know.
wakes up in the morning, is well rested. Oh, there it is. You definitely don't hear anything for the rest of the night.
Oh, it's gonna be like 100 clicks. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I always say you could add a D4 to that, but what's the point?
But Tycon and Lamp, during the night, it really starts to get a little bit cold, or like not a little bit cold. It gets pretty cold in the night, and you, by the time it's time to wake up everybody, the sun's just kind of creeping up over in the east, and there's a heavy fog over the ground. Um, but everybody sort of wakes up and is well rested. You have whatever you need. You didn't have a fire all night, so that sucks. But no sounds in the immediate area, and it's just very dense fog all across the plains in the wee hours of the morning. Just heading on. Any particular direction, strategy?
Morin purrs and he doesn't know why.
Or is still a cat?
No, he's
oh,
not a cat.
no,
He just
no.
doesn't know why.
Morin's is purring.
Well, that was not a fateful
I
night. I think
I suggest. So the orcs left tracks. I suggest that if we're going to do anything, we could follow those tracks and see if we can do your diplomatic nonsense.
cool. That's very thoughtful of you to think about it. So which way do these tracks go? And do you think is our cart gonna be able to take it and the horses?
We're pretty much in the plains. I don't see why the cart wouldn't be able to do anything.
Just checking. Did you want some tea before we left? And I've already got myself like a shitty wooden mug of it.
How does it smell?
Flowery.
No.
All right.
Some little corn husks floating at the top. That's fine. You're lost.
I start heading back to marching very confidently to where I saw the scouts and the tracks.
I guess we're just behind and trying to get the horses to go.
I don't even wait for that. I just go.
Okay. Who's looking for tracks?
I am.
Do survival with advantage.
Cool. Roll 20.
Oh, is it just lagging?
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah. You easily find that you knew exactly where to look because you found a whole bunch of tracks before, and you knew where these orcs were. You can pretty easily identify the tracks that they left, and you can tell that they basically headed almost in a perfect southwestern direction.
They headed southwest of here, it seems. I don't know how many there are, because these are just scouts, but if we follow these tracks, you should be able to find at least one encampment, if not the main encampment. All right, Ray, do your thing.
Well,
Lauren
no
goes
pressure.
to the cart and then starts drawing pictures
Doodle's like on the inside.
with his cartographer paint. Of course he does.
Yeah. I look at Azrak and I say, I know you don't feel comfortable coming with me, but I think someone should in case, I don't know, they try to kill me.
Oh, I'm going with for sure.
I can come with you.
Okay, you sure?
shouldn't
Because you
we-
mentioned that they might not. You seemed worried about the fact you were a half blood about it before.
Shouldn't we just all go?
Oh well,
Yeah.
I honestly thought you were
Like,
going to
that's a
push
good
me to their
idea.
front gate while you stayed outside.
No,
The way that
I
you
just
phrased that.
we have a cart. I don't have to walk.
Okay,
Just get the cart.
sorry, I was just panicking a bit. Stage performance anxiety. Yeah, let's go.
All right, so you guys are just hopping in with like all your horses and your cart, and you're just trudging through the woods in the direction, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Watching out for panthers.
All right. Watching out for panthers. Whoever has a high thinks they have a high perception.
I got to 6.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Nice.
Busy writing some notes.
Couple of you notice. It's not too hard to notice. But a few of you see that there's a much heavier density of tracks around here. And if you really listen, you can hear activity still straight southwest, maybe 100 yards off.
Morin will speak up. At this point, as Lamp says, we should ditch the cart and approach as non-intimidatingly as possible. I think racially, he's the least intimidating.
I think we should be as intimidating as possible. They're orcs.
I was going to say something similar, actually. Yeah, Azark specifically said they don't like easy fights, or they're looking for easy wins. We
Oh,
want to pretend we're not.
I don my mask.
Okay.
Got it.
That goes a long way.
All right. Yeah. Morin's got his mask on, and creeping through the woods.
I'm
I
trying to
imagine
look.
you all- is everybody going?
No. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am.
You guys make your way through the woods a bit, and you come up on an area.
Ooh, battle map. That's a good sign, isn't that? Look at that.
Yeah. There's an old watchtower out here, and there are people that I gotta figure out how to.
Cool. I'm going to look at Ray. So what's the diplomatic plan? Are we going to try the frog trick again, or?
I think the frog trick
Suggest
might just
against
be
it.
met with axes here.
Yeah, they might just step on you.
Yeah. I have two suggestions. First, we ask them nicely if they'll take their business elsewhere, and then if that doesn't work, we challenge them to a contest of by combat. That's a thing, right, Azrock?
Would I know if that's a thing?
To avoid
I would assume yes.
petition
Sure.
the tribe for trial by combat
At
to get them
least
to GTFO.
the tribe I was a part of.
You could do a history check. Yeah, you could totally suggest it, and I guarantee somebody will take you up on the offer. But whether or not they honor the result of it, probably
Yeah.
up in the air.
They aren't always the most honourable bunch. If
Maybe
you
we should
like
choose
the
their 6 strongest, so that afterwards they have their 6 down, their 6 good men down, and they don't feel like fighting.
I rolled
You know what? I'll challenge him to combat or trial by combat. Don't worry, I got this.
You guys hear? What? Who's there?
I say in Orcish, travelers here to challenge you in trial by combat.
I thought that was plan 2. What happened to plan 1?
I don't know. It seemed like this was guaranteed to work. Why not make it plan number 1? I'm improvising.
It's not working well.
You don't know that yet.
Yes.
In Orcish, you hear back, more meat.
God,
I
it's
say
going
back.
swimmingly, guys.
I say back in comment. It's not going well.
Yeah, you guys are coming
Oh,
in from
shocker.
the north.
I cast a spell.
I cast a spell.
Cast all my spells. Did I
Damn
turn
it,
off?
it's still
I don't
too
have
big.
grids on for
You are still massive.
I don't get it. Guys, I've been trying to lose weight, I swear.
All right, there's you.
Yeah.
So let's roll. Let me get my thing out. Oh,
Oh, we were
Jesus,
way up
man,
there.
you're on that. Oh, that was a spell. Entangle. 20-foot square right in front of the building, I assume. Right?
Yeah, more or less. Gonna try to draw it.
Good. All right. What are they? What's the save?
14.
We're gonna go left to right. First guy does save. Second guy does not. Third guy does not. All right. So the other two are stuck in a big. Oh, come on, thing. Cross shape. Like this. But a square.
Yeah, something like that.
Where it should be. Oh, I see your green one. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Initiative.
Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Nice. That +2.
Oh, holy shit. All right.
Damn it. I clicked mine as soon as Azark's popped up, and I was like, yeah, I got a 20. Oh.
It's okay. Morin's got it. Morin's got it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Left. Add turn. All right, gotta add all my guys now. All my murder fellas.
Yeah, we love those guys.
Is this how we were showing up, or people just throw their shit there? Or...
This is where I threw my shit.
Okay.
I probably would have been near the front. Just
Yeah. Be hanging back.
Just didn't want to run those times where it's like, oh yeah, I would have been in the front, and then someone else is like, oh yeah, I would have been in the front, and then we're all sitting right in front of them. Seen it happen before. It's a little messy.
Happens all the time.
It's only messy
Just-
once you get to the TPK itself.
It's just people leapfrog, you know, and then it's like, oh, we're in a fight now. We're inside them.
Add. One. Okay. All right. So the one that managed to escape is still just wearing sort of Azrock. You recognize all of these as just sort of grunts. But one of them, the one that managed to escape, this one up here, that one, he's a good bit bigger than the rest of them. Yeah, so let's do. Why isn't it sending? Yeah, Morin.
So I like the party. So we're fighting them. I got the short one. Morin will move here.
One of the ones that are trapped.
Yeah. And cast frostbite.
Oh shit! This one
Attack.
talking. So DC 14.
Yes. On the closest one to me.
Yeah, he makes it. So half.
Nothing happens.
It's two.
And then I shout, "I regret! I regret!"
All right. Then it goes to the big one. The big one is going to see the person who keeps casting shit, and he's going to run right up on you.
It is difficult terrain though, regardless
yeah.
of whether you say it or not.
So half, right?
Correct.
Or is that? I don't know if I bothered mapping this shit out. What does that say? Come on.
47.
All right. Put him there. Yeah, and he's just he's gonna pull out a javelin and he's gonna whip it right at your face. That's a 17 plus something to hit.
That hits.
It's the mask, man. You alarmed them too much.
It's okay. I duck.
Yeah, I duck. All right. So yeah, for 4 damage, just barely catches you, but you're still okay. And then it goes to Azrock.
all right. I am going to run up right on that big guy and hit him with my longsword.
On the yep, that'll do it.
All right.
God, I lose my pencil already. Yeah, for 12 damage. Jesus, man. You start hitting hard. Yeah, you catch him right in his like bicep, and he just starts gushing green blood all over the place. He's really caught off guard by your presence. He can't figure out what the fuck is going on. But he looks pissed that you exist. And then it goes to
Like it now offends him personally.
what's the deal with the vines? It's my little guy's turn.
So he is considered restrained. He can use his action to try to escape by making a strength check against my DC.
19.
That does it.
All right.
But it takes his action.
Takes his action. So he's gonna use his movements anyway to run up on top of you.
Sounds good.
His turn. And then it is back. It's gonna run out here, and he's gonna throw a javelin at you. It's a 21 to hit.
Yep.
For 9. And that's his turn. It goes to. What the hell is that? Ray?
12? Yeah, 12 is me.
Yeah.
I'm going to I'm gonna step up next to Azrock, and I'm going to stab this dude in the thigh, and then try and like swing around on the shaft and kick him in the head.
Okay. Yeah, do that. It's. Yeah, you.
Now for this face kicker simulator.
Yep. Yeah, you jab your spear straight down into his thigh, and while it's still sticking in there, you use it as leverage to kind of swing around and just donkey kick him right in the back of his head. Takes for a bunch of damage. Yeah, and it kind of sends him. He's a little confused. He doesn't know what the hell's happening. But you do get your spear back at the end, and then it goes to Tycon.
Alrighty then. So I'm going to move up onto the other side of him. And I will cast Searing Smite on myself. I guess I can only cast on myself, so kind of redundant. And just make sure that in there.
No, it's like I cast it on the enemy.
Yeah. Aha.
Oh, Lampton.
And then,
sorry.
Oh, I don't know why that rolled damage. I shouldn't have done that. I was trying to just show you guys what it was, but whatever. And then I will stab him with my spear. Oh, which I again blessed last night. Just for future reference, I'm just assume that I always bless the spear unless I specify otherwise.
Yep.
Okay. 15 hit.
A 15 for the big guy.
Yeah.
Does hit, yes.
All right. So he gets 1d6 damage, and he has to roll a con save as well.
Come on, stay on the table.
Oh, yeah.
14.
14. No, so he saves it. Yeah. So it's just he just takes 2 extra damage, so 6 total.
6. Yeah,
Oh.
he's hurting though. Everybody's piling on top of him, and he's got a little blood coming out of his mouth now. Couple of like burning holes in him. He's not looking super good, but he's still ready to come down on top of somebody. Then it goes.
And he goes, eeny, meeny, miny, you.
Yeah. And then the other little dude has to make a strength save. 14.
Correct. 14, yes.
14 is a save.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So he makes a save. He's gonna use his move to come down here next to this dude. Rocks out of the stuff, but that'll be his whole turn. Dude in the back, who's gonna try to avoid everything and just stand here. And he's gonna throw a spear at Tycon. Or a javelin.
Bring it.
16 plus 5 to hit.
Yeah, that plus 5. Yeah, I'll do it.
For 8 damage.
God, so many. Because
You're
I
like the
rolled
only one
so
in his line of
bad.
sight. You had to. And then Terran's turn.
Okay, Terran's gonna run forward. And see this guy on top of Morin.
Yep.
And let me get my sheet up here. Throw a firebolt at him.
All right.
There we go. There we go.
Incinerated.
All right.
Barely hits. Yeah. And you just blow him to dust. He is out of the fight. Yeah, and you catch the tree on fire kind of a little bit, but it goes out on its own. Just fucking lobbed a fireball into his face and toasted him. That was Terran was last in order, right? Staying there,
Yeah, I think so.
and then it goes to Morin. Yeah, we skipped Lamp because you didn't have initiative, so we're gonna give you a double turn after Morin.
Ooh, double turn. She's like lightning.
Those kicks are fast as lightning.
You see Morin go, nope, 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 nope. Bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. And he casts this on himself.
Nice. Okay.
Like, nope, 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 nope.
You were like, I should have left them out to do it.
You still got the mask on, though. So all right. So cure wounds on yourself and hiding behind a tree.
Pretty much.
All right. Then it goes to all right. So Lamp is gonna do. What's Lamp gonna do? I imagine run up somewhere. Probably big guy. It's the only one you can reach.
Take him down. Steal that kill.
Yup. So let's do quarterstaff and unarmed strike. Quarterstaff does hit. She just goes charging in and just jumps through the air and just whacks him over the head as hard as she can. For Morin and the other orcs after this. Okay. Yeah, so we'll move you over in this direction. You have a little bit of movement left. For 7, jump him on the head real good, but he's still standing. And now he's got he just feels like he can just swipe through everybody with a great axe and hit a whole bunch of you. Because Jesus, everybody's ganging up on him. And it's his turn.
Luckily, fighters don't have area of effects, right?
Yeah. But he's gonna take his great axe.
Did she gonna give her like a double turn? Or
Oh
something
yeah,
like
double
that?
turn. You're
That's
right.
missing?
So we're gonna do quarterstaff and karate chop again. Quarterstaff, karate chop. Or bonus action was already used. Oh no, it wasn't. Oh, it doesn't matter. Karate chop missed. Quarterstaff hits for. Yeah, the kick was for a 5. Yep. So he takes a thump over his head, and he just got hit a whole bunch by Lamp. He's going to come down on Lamp as hard as he can with his great axe. 20 to hit. Lamp, get out your character sheet and mark this down.
Oh, wait. I'm gonna get in the way.
Okay, so it's this minus whatever he does.
Wait. I had it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Roll
I
20.
believe in you.
Work with me.
Roll that dice, man.
All right. I'm gonna had a macro and everything. I'm just gonna ignore it and I'm just gonna click the 6.
Should just be a D6 anyway.
Yeah.
But it's a best
Maybe
damn
that.
D6.
Come on. You can do it, game.
2
There it is. Oh. Woo! Roll 2.
for 8 damage. Tycon slides in the way of the great axe and manages to deflect it just enough that it takes some of the sting out of the hit, but it's still a pretty brutal strike. And then it goes to Azrock.
All right. So I'm gonna swing on this guy again, and I'm guessing that'll hit.
Yeah.
And I'm also gonna unload a divine smite into him.
Okay.
So that'll be 12 total.
Also, God, yeah. You just chop right into his collarbone and just send him like he looks like he's barely holding on now. Just he goes stumbling back. Probably you're not used to seeing other orcs with fear in their eyes, and at this dude definitely you recognize it. He's barely standing anymore, bleeding all over the place.
Oh, and then after that, seeing that he's so low, I'm gonna run over in this direction to kind of head off the other orc, the others from getting out to Morin.
The guy's dead down there, right? You just moved him there.
Is that one dead?
I
I
think
believe that's the one that got fireballed.
Oh yeah, that's the one I.
Okay. I guess.
You could just like put a.
So
Just
there's.
put like a X on him or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll still head down to I guess over to these ones.
I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, so there's 3 of them piled up there. Still the big one in this pile, and I believe that's all I have here.
Yeah.
Good one. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're just heading them off right there?
Yeah.
All right.
I should take opportunity attack from this one, right?
Yeah. 12 plus 5, 17.
No.
No, he just goes swinging wildly. You send him for a loop, and he swings just where you were as you start darting across the field. And then it is. Shit, I lost. Where is it? Azrock. Oh, that guy's dead. This guy. He's gonna come up on you, Azrock, and swing for 16 to hit.
No.
Yep. Goes swinging at you, and you just whack it away with your blade real quick, and just lock eyes with him. Like you are the lesser one now, and he is not pleased. It goes to Ray.
All right, the big guy is still up, right?
Yes.
I'm going to run at him again and stab him in like the leg, try and go non-lethal, and then I'm gonna flurry of blows to, assuming he like hunches over from the pain. I'm gonna kick him twice in the head. So let's see how this goes. 2 hands in the spear. Oh no,
Wait, did you say you're just going? Did you say non-lethal or no?
non-lethal.
Don't think it really matters to the 10 though.
Yeah, no, 10's not hitting.
But I'm going to use a flurry of blows next to follow up.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not. I'm just going to kick him normally.
Kick him normally hits.
Yep, just right. Big old kick right in the chest. Just boom, soccer.
Yeah, that was perfect. Yeah, you kind of like jump up in the air and just double foot kick him right in the chest and send him backwards into the vines. He is knocked out cold, kind of bleeding into the vines, and you land deftly back on your feet.
I like the thing, like I kick him in the chest, I land on the ground on my back, and then I like do the little flip up.
Ninja hop.
Yeah.
And then I'll move right here and end my turn. Oh wait, I'm going to the vines. I'll go here and end my turn.
All right. Tycon.
Yep. So I would like to. Is that a person? Oh, yep, that's another person. Just looks like rubble.
Yeah, it's supposed to be wide.
Get right up next to the big man, and just why is it slowing down so much right now? Just spear him.
Spear him. That'll hit.
Nice. Man, it's just getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah, just kind of takes it. You pin his hand to his hip for a second, and he lost a finger in it, but comes back, and now he's staring you down pretty hard.
Still got Searing Smite, man.
No, it goes away on a hit.
Oh, I see.
This little dude is gonna go
Next thing
after
he gets-
Azrock. Anyone?
Yeah.
Let's see. This many.
Ooh.
Oof. Yeah.
Ooh.
Just everything he had into it, just gunk. Right on your face.
Ew, he gunked on your face, man?
Gunk. All over your face. And then the little guy is gonna go up to Tycon. Swing away 23. The great axe.
Oh, why did they keep doing so well? See you guys.
For that many.
Yep, that'll do it.
That'll do it. Yeah, knocks you clean out. Just hits you even broadside of the axe, just boom, right across your temple, knocks you out on the ground.
Tis but a flesh wound, right, buddy?
Taryn.
Yeah, I would respond if I could.
Okay. Run forward just a bit, and I'm gonna do witch bolt on this guy.
All right.
Character sheet.
Hits. This one. That was the one that was hit before. No, it wasn't. It's good. Yeah. He takes the thing right to the chest, and you put like a big hole in him. He's bleeding all over the place. It was a good hit. And he just he doesn't know, he's not sure where it came from, but he's looking around to try to figure it out. Anything else that turn?
No, that's all I can do if I want to hit him again.
All right, Morin.
Morin, because I thought this was a diplomacy mission. Why are we fighting? Why am I hurt? Why? And then he's going to touch his mask briefly. And two things are going to happen on this one right here.
Yep.
He will start to feel a chill down his spine.
Uh, 19.
Well, he'll save. And then with his bonus action, he'll do this.
Become short, font of energy that offers a spit from.
And Tycon will heal 5 HP and gain 1 temp HP.
Yeah.
Ooh, good as new.
You'll have to use a little bit of movement to stand up, but it won't matter because people are standing right in front of you anyway. But you're back up. Lamp is gonna probably run down and back the closest one get to. Or no, she's gonna stay away a little bit. Starts. And she's just gonna start hucking darts at folks.
Oh, man. Oh, shit. It's all that practice at the bar.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I think I was supposed to do one of those as Arnarm, but it doesn't matter. It's deep. Yeah. Dude on the right. Yeah, just takes 2 darts in either eyeball and just falls down backwards, dead. Lamp has killed that fellow. And is still over.
Killed him real good.
Yeah, you killed him to death. And then that guy's dead. Azrock's turn.
All right. I'm gonna
Unconscious, not dead.
run over to this other one here and longsword him.
Yep.
All right. For that many.
Is it the bigger one?
Are there 2 down there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, the bigger one.
All right.
Yeah.
They're
'cause I
technically
did-
the same size. I just used different icons. But yeah, the one who already took damage. Yeah, you chop into him with a longsword, and just like a good thrust right through his heart, and he collapses to the ground. He's out. So it's just one.
Yeah. And could I use a bonus action to kind of like growl at the other one to get his attention?
Yeah. All right. Intimidate.
All right. Let's see.
Yeah. He's. Let's say he turns and he's facing you now instead of Tycon. And oh, you killed that one. That one. And it's Ray's turn.
Hell yeah. So are there any others than the one next to
Just that one.
Azrak?
Just that one in the middle there.
I'm gonna hop over.
Pop
Go
over.
right off. Go right behind Azrak and come up behind the other guy, and I'm going to flurry of blows and no weapon this time. I'm dropping the spear next to me, and I'm just pounding this guy to try and knock him out.
Okay.
Damn, 40 feet.
Yep.
And then here's the flurry of blows.
2 hits.
Good enough for me.
Yep.
7 and 5.
He yeah. He's super bloodied. He's got a big old black eye. He looks like he's ready to fall over, but he's still standing. And then Icon.
All right, I will do another Searing Smite and spear him.
All right.
And it will just waste that spell slot, and I'll just, be sad. I'll just be sad. It's gonna happen.
I think you actually keep the smite until the next time you hit.
I figured this is gonna last another minute, though.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah. You kind of go. Ray's just beating the shit out of this dude, just knocking him left and right. It's hard to get a good connection, and you just go sinking into the rocks. Your spear's kind of lodged in there for a second. But yeah. And Searing Smite is on your next hit, right?
Yes, it's a 1 minute concentration, and then it gets used when you hit something.
Okay.
So technically, if we're still going on after this, my next hit would be a Searing Smite, but I'm assuming that's not going to happen.
Don't worry, you're gonna hit somebody before. Well, actually,
yeah, he's gonna just like swing wildly at 21 at Ray, who he doesn't even know which way. Like he can barely see.
He can see with like the bloodied and
Yeah.
swollen.
He's just swinging his axe at you for this many. And then it goes to Taryn.
I don't think I'm gonna. Can I hold my action?
Yeah.
Is that a thing we're doing? Because I see that Ray, for reasons I can't quite fathom, seems to want to take this guy alive. So I am just gonna hold my action to deal with him in case he, starts to run off or breaks away somehow.
Okay.
Because there's really nothing I could do to him right now that wouldn't kill him.
Right. Oren, and you dispelled your thing.
Yeah, I dispelled my thing. Morin does not want to take this guy alive at this point.
I know
he's going,
he's the javelin.
moving forward, he is going to primal savagery. I think it's going to roll.
Someday.
Maybe. Roll 20.
Ooh.
Look, that's a 19 to hit. Yeah. It doesn't matter. He's down. Yeah.
And I kill him.
Does acid just rip his face apart, and what do you want to happen? Because this is the last guy here.
Yeah, fangs or claws, or how does it look?
So, I think, at this point, Morin is just kind of angry. He's been attacked with javelins. He had people come up on him. He had firebolts being flown right above him. His entangle spell didn't really work so well. He runs up there, and his hand just takes that panther claw that he sort of has learned recently and goes through it. And as the claw grips, you see the acid split onto his face, and it's sort of you can hear the sizzle as he releases his grip. And then he quickly undons his mask. It's like, great, can we go home?
Yep. All that happens. And then yeah, that was excellent. Yeah, combat over. What's the plan? Fucking face melted acid, dude.
More. That's a very savage way to fight.
Jeez.
Do you want me to look at that injury?
No, I'm good. I'm good. Just do your thing.
Okay, I will. And then I slowly kneel on the ground and start where I put bandaging up the wound from the axe because that shit hurts.
Yep.
Yeah. Are we assuming that this is the only group in the area?
There's definitely more. Maybe not in the immediate area, but
Yeah.
you'll probably stumble upon these guys pretty soon.
Ezra.
Well, maybe if we can follow their tracks, we can get to their camp and then stop this problem at the source. Speak with somebody who can speak to us.
Azrock history.
All right.
Ooh, or that asshole in the entanglement can help.
With even not like you're half orc and you've lived with these guys before. You can probably gather that this is a raiding party. These are not the orcs. Just a raiding party.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll tell everyone this is probably the party that was scouting out last night. The
I
rest
thought there
would
was
be-
only 2 last night.
well, they would have sent out scouts from this group.
Well, they set watches as well. We only had 2 people on watch at a time. Maybe
Right.
they did the same.
All right. Well, we've got this guy like asleep and wrapped up in the vines. Maybe we can force him to take us back in exchange for a diplomatic solution to these problems.
Yes.
Keep trying it.
Take on gesture. Dead bodies around us. Diplomacy.
But they started this, and I think that maybe their leadership will respect that. I don't know. Okay.
I
think
want to
I'm
say
back.
something, but I realized I don't speak Orcish, so I technically didn't know what you said. You said to start this.
Yeah.
So an
Take your
herbalism
word
kit,
for that.
an herbalism kit can be used to make potions. It says in the book. Could I try and just help Deb during the long rest or something? Give her an extra D6 or D4.
Are you guys taking a long rest? You guys are only about
Short
like
rest.
11 o'clock
Yeah.
in the morning.
I was thinking a short hour rest. Just Deb, because Lamp's at 3 HP or so.
I'm gonna use lay on hands and give her 5 health.
All right.
And then I'm gonna take 5 myself.
While you do that, I'm looking at you disappointed, like because you're just too impatient to just use bandages and actual medicine. I'm like, all these shortcuts with you, magic folk.
That's what it's for.
Yeah, do a medicine check. Okay.
It's the most mediocre bandages. It's tied with the bow at the end.
We'll do. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll give her 2 health from bandage.
Are we short resting or are we just going on?
I'd like to short rest just like for at least 30 minutes so I can get my key back.
And you've got this dude tied up, or
And we have said, well, you said he was wrapped up in the entanglement when he went down unconscious.
it's dispelled now.
Oh, well, we should
We should
definitely
tie
tie
him
him up
up.
now then.
Yeah.
Well, he's okay. So he's not just unconscious. Like, you guys have not stabilized him at all.
Oh. Yeah, I'll get on that during the short rest.
Okay. All right. I'll say
doing everything.
that that's successful.
If we don't want to take him with us, I say we just leave him tied up here and he'll get out on his own eventually.
Hopefully not, but
Yeah. But do we want to try and use him to guide us back to the group?
Is it worth trying to talk to him?
If someone wants to help protect me if anything goes wrong, I'll talk to him.
Yeah. I'll help.
just gonna say this right now. I've rolled hit dice twice in this game so far, and it's been 1 both times.
Good.
That's how it should be.
Okay, if we're gonna talk to him, I'll just stand here with a firebolt ready to go.
Thank you. Yeah, so he's tied up, and I sit him up, and when he wakes up, maybe we splash some water on him, and I just give a nice greeting in Orcish.
Yeah, he comes to in Orcish. He comes to, sees you, looks around a little bit, and just sits there. He doesn't say shit.
Be strong. We are just looking to meet your camp in chief, but we need somebody to guide us back, and you will be released once we are there.
He looks you in the face for a minute, and like he shakes it. You see him shaking his head back and forth. Ugh. And then he looks you in the face, and then spits on your feet.
Can I choose to dodge? I wear open-toed shoes. This is not okay.
Yeah, if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, you dodge. You dodge out of the way of the spit at the last second.
You don't know the last time he brushed his teeth.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or the tusks, man. You know, there's a lot of cavities. All right, Azrak, what do you think?
I'm gonna
Right.
kind of lean in and like get up close and say to him in Orcish, if you tell us where your main camp is, we'll leave you out here and let you live. If you don't, then you're of no use to us, and we're gonna have to put you down.
Roll intimidation.
If that doesn't work, maybe we threaten to humiliate him or something. Leave him out here stripped naked, tied to a tree.
Yeah. He pipes. He shakes his head for a second, and he comes back. He like stares all of you kind of like individually. You know what? Fuck it. It doesn't matter. You're all gonna in Orcish. He's saying it doesn't matter. You're all gonna die anyway. They're south of here. Let me die.
That wasn't our agreement, and
I'm
then I'll just kind of like grab him by like the scruff of his collar and just start dragging him over to a tree.
Yeah, he doesn't
Are we
resist or
following
anything.
my suggestion or someone else's?
Yeah, what's the suggestion?
Humiliate him by tying him down naked or something.
I think by leaving
Upside
him
down.
alive, that's very humiliating.
Well, you would know better than I would.
Eva, like you grab him and start yanking him over towards the tree. Like you reach out to touch him, and he tries to bite at your hand. He's just like, "Get away from me! You fucking sicken me."
as he's trying to tie him, I'm going to walk up to or close to him, not next to him, and using sort of the primal savagery cantrip, he's going to see little pieces of acid dripping off the hand.
What are you trying to get him to be compliant?
This will probably be an intimidation roll.
Yeah.
While he's doing this, I don't even notice I'm like more focused on the question.
Yeah.
Why are we disgusting?
Yeah, he sees your hand, and he looks at the rest of you, and he is very fixated on Azrak. Keeps like trying to grab him by the back of the neck and drag him over to the tree. And he's just completely shut down. Every once in a while, he'll just spit. Pieces of shit! You disgust me. You're garbage.
I'm gonna help Azrak. Can I use sleight of hand to like grab the rope so I can hand it to him so we can drag the guy in the most undignified manner?
And then as he says like you're garbage, I'll whisper to him, "We're not the ones who lost."
Oh, roll
Yeah.
20 is being weird. What's that? There we go.
He just keeps staring you down. You guys are strapping him to a tree and just leaving him?
Yeah, like I'm gonna like make sure he has no weapons or any of that on him.
Okay.
I'm also gonna take his shoes.
All right, simple leather shoes.
What do you hope to accomplish by just leaving him here?
Well, I don't feel right just outright killing him.
Yeah, in defense, it's
And-
one thing, but when you've already beaten them, it's like it's in cold blood. It's doesn't. You know,
Yeah, I don't want to stoop down to their level, but by leaving him out here,
What do you mean by their level? Is that a short joke?
no.
no.
All right, I'll do it. I start walking up towards the orc, tied up orc,
To go tie him up or to kill him?
to kill him.
All right.
Oh
yeah.
no!
No.
No, please, Warren.
Stop.
I don't want to see this man's. I don't want to have this man's death on my conscience. We've already beaten him.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
just leave him here.
I guess I'll kind of see that as like, well, yeah, he would be most embarrassed by being killed by the smallest one of us.
That actually
So-
does sound pretty good.
So
Out of
I-
character.
yeah. So Adrock's gonna kind of just not really condone it, but just let it happen.
Yeah, just look away.
I'm going to start inching up closer, and with the mask on and primal savagery, the acid coming from his thing, and I'm going to whisper to him, "I said you would die by acid," and then slash him.
You don't have to roll for it. Yeah, you slash him across the face, a couple of swipes. You catch him, you rip flesh, and it starts burning underneath where you swiped across his face, and you get him in the neck, and you get him in the chest, and you just rip him. Shreds of flesh are coming off of him, and he just melts into like he's still an orc tied up, but you see the life go out from him, and he's gone.
Morin's going to take off his mask and says, "All right, let's go."
Why do you take off that mask so easily after you kill somebody? It's disturbing.
I don't understand what you mean.
I
didn't
walk
kill him,
by
the
and I
spirits
start
killed him.
tying my rope.
You
Can we
guys
at
do
least burn the
anything here?
body before we leave? I don't want to leave him out for wild
So
animals.
while that was all going on, because I do not know Orcish, and I figured I would be useful, I was in their little watchtower thing, which I assume was a camp, looking around for stuff.
Yeah, it was a little camp that they made out of an old ass building. Do investigation.
Can I aid him after I get my rope back?
Yeah, do
I'm gonna go ahead
investigation
and,
with advantage.
Oh, I was gonna go ahead and guidance myself, so I guess I could do both.
Yeah, why not
Advantage.
both? It's
Why
the same
not?
question that produced the turducken.
Where the hell is it? Man, I should learn the alphabet. Investigation. There you go.
Damn alphabet, so tricksy.
So
Plus the
deceptive.
4. Oh, ignore that second one. Even though it was better, just ignore that. That was
Jesus,
excellent.
Morin.
Are you
Uh,
lost?
There it is.
So
So 15.
Mapping the area.
So in their area, they have like inside that building, there's a like some bedrolls and stuff like that. There's like 2 extra pairs of leather boots. There's a little chest in the corner, and
Ooh.
there is just random, probably a couple days, probably 3 or 4 days worth of food. If you wanted to collect it, you could. But it's just random stone and wood.
I have 10 days rations on me, but why don't we throw the rest in the cart later?
Do we want orc food as well?
Saves us money later.
So they said there's like leather boots and stuff. So there's thick pieces of leather and things around, and like is there, I don't know, like crappy metal items around. I'm looking for anything metal and leather.
There's a couple of if you on their bodies, they had metal weapons, but that's about it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
can we
You know
check
that.
the
Did we
body?
find any gold on
Can I
them?
check the bodies of the people who haven't been dissolved by acid, Warren?
Okay, that.
Did
Morin.
anybody open that chest, by the way?
I thought it was filled with the food.
No. There's a chest, and then there's also like.
Oh yeah. I'm open. Yeah, I'll open the chest.
I'm
Sure.
watching from a safe distance.
Yeah.
All right. You open the chest. It is a wooden chest that orcs own. Inside, there are 573 gold pieces.
All mine.
All of yours. 573.
I saw
gold-
you open the chest.
6 gems. Of different kinds, worth a total of about 200. and like a few like gold rings and other trinkets worth another about 100 gold stuff. Pretty easy to hawk.
Were the six gems total worth 250 or each?
Total.
Okay. Now, who was our treasury again?
Who's looking at the bodies? Bodies?
Brack.
Tychon was looking at the bodies, but I know Azrock
Yeah,
has been
I'll look at
keeping
some.
track of our
I think Teddy has everything.
inventory.
Azrock's got the bag.
Azrock's got the bag.
Okay.
I've been looking through the bag of holding. I've been keeping track.
Whoever's checking out a body, roll your investigation. Right. So we'll say Taryn. You find on the first body you check, you find 20 gold. You find a rusty great axe and some simple kind of holy like cloth and leather shit just sewn together. That was Taryn, right?
Yeah.
Azrock. You also find 23 gold, great axe, and all that other stuff. Both you guys roll a d10.
Guidance, one of them.
No,
But which one?
I'm just doing a contest. All right, Taryn, you also find a tiny little metal. It looks like a little bug. It's small, but it's a little metal bug. Yeah, a little insect.
Tiny metal bug.
Yep. Who else is doing anything?
So I hand out 82 gold to everyone and keep 81 for myself. And then all the other stuff I found in that chest, I'm just dumping into the bag, the whole thing, all those gems or whatever.
Lamp only wants 20, so you can take whatever's left of that.
I try to. Do I see a pocket on her somewhere? Some maybe open bag or anything on her person?
On Lamp?
Yeah.
No, you just whip it at her face and she bites it out of the air.
I mean, look.
What do you mean? I don't know what you mean.
Like, would there be a place like?
Oh, you want to sneak it onto her?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Lamp, roll perception, and you roll sleight of hand, Tychon.
Guidance, because it's basically cheating. Ah, shit.
So 15. Lamp, give me perception.
I think your god resents the idea of you cheating.
I'm using all my tools at my disposal.
Yeah. Speaking of which, do later.
Oh, totally catches you doing it. You can.
I was just trying to give you more. Sorry. All right. So there's 62 extra go around.
Yep.
Give it to Teddy.
Anybody else? Stuff?
Yeah, give it to Teddy. I'll take the.
Whoa.
Robot.
You went super weird today.
Robot.
Randomness.
Taryn.
Rusty.
I heard Rusty.
You went slow-mo robot on us.
Yeah, that was weird.
Mm-hmm.
Big Guy and Rusty. I don't remember that cartoon.
Oh God. Morin would like to do something.
What would Morin like to do?
After he killed the guy, he's going to go over to Lamp as she was meditating, take a brief moment to try to meditate, get bored of that really quickly, and then take out his compass to see if he can hear the thing he just killed.
Okay. Give me a flat d20.
Rolling the dice.
Okay. Yeah, let's say so Morn, you pull out your compass and you start pacing around, and you still hear the same old muttering. And for a second, you maybe hear one of the voices isn't as high pitched as the other one, or it's maybe not as cheerful. You're not sure what it's saying, but you do hear overwhelmingly, no matter where you walk, just
What's
Oh,
that orc doing in there?
Disgusting.
I put it away so fast.
Yep.
I had one thing I wanted to do. After we've finished the short rest, we've gotten all our shit together. I wanted to go up to Tycon and pull out from my bag a really nice looking war pick. I say, Tycon, I almost forgot. I got this for you back in Turset.
Really?
Yes, you seem to work well with a hammer, and this one was both a weapon and tool, so I thought it was a good combination. You might enjoy it. The workmanship isn't that bad, but I assume if you don't like it, you'd always just reshape the iron. And I hand it over.
Oh, I definitely appreciate the thought, but if I could, I'm not particularly well versed in weapons like this. I got a spear, but everyone knows how to stab. I mean, I got a mace too, which I haven't used yet, but you just whack some of that. This, the balance, all that. I'm not particularly practiced with it. If I could have made one myself. I'm gonna be honest. I hate to toot my own horn like that, but I definitely appreciate the thought, and maybe I'll think about. I'll try to figure out how these work. I'll try to maybe give it some practice. I won't just melt it away like you suggested.
I'm sure if anybody can find use for a weapon, it's you.
Oh, thank you.
Let's hope that we can live long enough for you to master that thing. And I guess we go back to.
Like the way you said that. I do not like the way you said that, but okay, I agree though.
I have the utmost confidence that we'll come out fine on this. I mean, we handled that group fine, like easily.
Lauren coughs at the.
So what's the plan? You guys staying here?
I think it's best we try and track whatever way they came from. Right?
That dude told you where the camp was.
Yeah.
Oh, he did? That's right, because he said you're gonna die anyways.
Yeah. Said it. Yes. Just due south.
Yeah. Let's just hit the camp. Try and arrive without too much of a ruckus. Get the diplomacy running. Have some tea, dinner. Before you know it, we're friends. This whole thing will be over.
All right, the fog is lifted, sort of from the day. There's a little clouds in the sky now. Finish kind of kicking bodies around and knocking out whatever might be useful, and you make your way further southwest. Eventually, you see smoke coming over the treetops. It's bigger that this is. You come relatively close to Zagad. There's plenty of noise. There's plenty of stink. There's plenty of smoke. There's plenty of trees that are felled in this area. So you are right on the edge of their territory, and it's up to you how you want to proceed from this spot. Nobody can actively see the yet though, or the encampment, whatever it is. Trudging through the woods.
Do we want to announce ourselves and try diplomacy again, or have we given up on that?
We should try to scout at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
Who's gonna do that?
Maybe if our rogue back there's done taking a nap. She seems to be.
Oh God, we left Hetty in the cart.
I figured she was following us, and she's just gonna NPC this, but.
Yeah, that's what I'm all for. That way, like next week, if we're still here, and the orcs are whooping our ass, Teddy can come and save the day.
All right, we'll just put her out of her misery. All right.
Swing down on a chandelier, even though we're outside.
It might be a good time to pause so when we come back, Teddy and myself can go do some scouting. That way, it's not just
Want to do it that way?
not just one. That would be my suggestion.
I'm not the stealthiest individual, but I do have dexterity. I could help.
I would like to wait for Teddy.
Yeah, that's
Perfectly
not a
valid
bad idea.
response.
We're getting right on the edge of time anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So it was either
Okay.
I show you what you're
Didn't notice.
gonna be working on, or discover it very early next session. So that's it's fine either way for me. So we'll call
Awesome.
it there.
Cool.
Yeah.
I'll say that that combat and the stuff that you learned through town is enough for level 3.
Yeah. Oh, well, you losers get your subclasses now.
Oh yeah.
Subclasses, level 3 will not take effect unless you take a long rest, though. So keep that in mind.
Okay. So do we get our HP max up and all
No.
all the other stuff? But okay.
Long rest.
Hey guys, a full rest.
I agree.
I'm so tired.
We should rest the night before we came up here. It's just retroactively. Because we did forget Teddy in the car. We should go get them and come back.
So for sure, she got her long rest.
Yeah, they've had 2.
Yeah. So level 3 after next long rest. So if you want, have that stuff ready to kind of plug in, but it doesn't apply until you rest. But yeah. So I guess we can call it there. And yeah, interested to see what you guys do with this next area. Good time.
I get the feeling we're about to kick some ass in this next area.
Maybe.
I'll see you guys
More
next week.
druid thinking.
All right. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna